Pause. I had it so ready yesterday. I was like ready to swap whenever I got there. Today, not quite ready. Anyway, good morning. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Today is Thursday. For me, it's 9 o'clock right now. Still pretty early, but it could be earlier. Sleep didn't go as planned, so we're a little bit later than yesterday. Eventually I'll get all that figured out and I'll learn to sleep like a normal human. Until then, let me pause this for a second so that or not pause, but we'll just skip to the menu so we see the bats, hear the music, and we'll just listen to that. But hey, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be playing Castlevania Lament of Innocence this morning. I know yesterday we were supposed to play Gaze of Dread. I apologize. Well, I don't really apologize. I think it was a lot of fun getting on with Bayram, Void, and Baldoni yesterday. It was a blast playing Peak. I hope you guys enjoyed that. But today, my goal is to get to and through Gaze of Dread. It looks like it's only about 2 to 3 hours long. So we'll be playing this for a while. Ooh, the library. Forgot that was a thing. We'll probably get like another 1 to 2 orbs today. Go fight another couple bosses. And then depending on what time it is, we'll either be jumping straight onto Hogwarts Legacy or taking like a break for half an hour to an hour, something like that. And then, yeah, we'll snooze this. Like I said, with all the talking I do at the beginning, there's no point in just jumping into that right away. And I'll do one here in a second, like just to kind of force it. That way there's as few going on later on as possible. But anyway, so we'll be playing this, then Hogwarts Legacy, then Gaze of Dread later on today. And I hope you guys enjoy that. Up until then, what we ended up doing on this guy, the last thing we did was we got the second orb. And we learned kind of more about the unfinished Philosopher's Stone, if you will. Is this on it? Yeah, should be. We learned about the Ebony Orb and the Crimson Orb, the one that makes you a vampire, the one that makes things night. So we'll be playing this and we'll kind of see how far this gets. But with that, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Nope. That's right, I just gotta put it all down. All right, so let's get going. Beyond. I could have sworn when I played this game as a kid, like this game took me so long to get through, and we spent an hour and 34 minutes on there. We've already beaten 2 of the bosses, and it's been so long since I've played this. Like I don't remember what ones I should go to, what exactly I can do or should do. Like I feel like we're doing pretty good. Feel like things are going good. And I think I'm on the shooty cross, right? Let's see. So I think we did, yeah, so we did that one, and then we did this one. Let's skip one. Let's go over here. I think we're gonna, yeah. I thought I got off it fast enough and I was gonna explain my thinking, but whatever. I was looking at it kind of like a full circle. Ooh. Anti-soul laboratory. This looks cool. Yeah, sure, let's go this way. I'm gonna be honest, I never normally like the ones that have the music like this. They're not normally my favorites. This music that's starting right here always sounds good, but it's like the feel of these ones and stuff like this, they tend to be closer to like your Egyptian temples or you're just like really bloody locations and stuff like that. And anyone who's seen the stuff that I've played so far, it's like I'm not as comfortable in those areas. I just don't enjoy it as much. Oh my gosh, it's so powerful. Dude, that thing's a cannon. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna do like as much as maybe the Grand Cross or something. No, that thing is legit. So let's keep going down. That thing is so strong. All right, I'm glad I switched to it. Let's see how strong it is against these guys. Yeah, absolutely worth it. Let's go to this one first. Just because it seems like an odd door compared to the other ones. Ooh. What is this called? A solarium? I was initially going to call it a sanitarium, and I'm like, that's not right. Something's wrong about what I just described. Wait. I can't do anything now, but there's something with this statue. How do I put a thing down? Let's put white for statue. Something's up with that statue. See how I can like hit it? Oh, that's not what I meant to press. One thing that is really cool is it does look like certain areas are more like slightly higher level and stuff. Like the one we went to yesterday was the 3rd level, technically, according to the map. It was the 3rd map we got. So I think that was supposed to be like the 3rd most third difficulty. So like if we start on that one that gives us the map and then we go to whatever the second one is, this might be the last one, this might be the second. This feels really easy, so I don't know. But then that other one was supposed to be the next one, after whatever, if that makes sense, I think. Ooh, 100. Dude, I'm making bank right now, by the way. Like in game, like I've got 13 grand from yesterday going back and forth through those tunnels. So good. Also, I need to make sure. I want to make sure that you guys can actually hear the music and stuff. Because, like, I'm not joking when I say, like, this is... I cannot get enough of, like, Castlevania's music and stuff. Ooh, let's go check that before we go do any doors. So this would be area 2 then, technically, since this is map 2. I believe that's kind of how that works. So let's see what this does. So this whole one is for throwing then, isn't it? So what about this one? I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty sick, but this one's like overpowered as all heck. So we're just gonna... Why is another ad starting? Like, I'm pretty sure I pressed to run one at the very beginning. So why is it running another one? Ooh. One thing I do like, and I've always found kind of funny, is that because the way the Castlevania games work, depending on the game and just different things about them, the enemies that you fight in one game that are like boss level could just be like random enemies in another one. So you will know the false wall from the tapestry of the flying two-headed one. You will know the false wall from the tapestry of the flying two-headed one. Oh, okay. My thing right now is I just don't know where that is. But yeah, no, so like in Symphony of the Night, a lot of people know that game. It's a pretty well established game. I mean, that is a tapestry, but that's not... Yeah, that's not what it's talking about. That's not two-headed flying one. But if anyone who has played it recalls, there is a boss very early on. And it's a pair of bosses. and it's called they're called I think it's Slogra and Gaibon, I think is what they're called. I might be mispronouncing their names, sorry if that's the case. But for anyone who knows, basically they're kind of a cool set of enemies. One of them's basically like a flying gargoyle, and the other one is like this skeletal bird creature, almost like a pterodactyl that kind of walks on its hind legs, with a big old spear. And the way that fight works is when you defeat either one of them, or actually, no, I don't think that's right. So I don't think it's when you defeat, I think it's when you just do enough damage. So when you do enough damage to one of them will die, and then it's a one-on-one fight. But then when you do enough damage to Gaibon, he'll actually go red, and all of his attacks will be faster, and they'll go a little bit farther. And Slugra will actually lose his spear. He'll like throw his spear away, and you'll have to fight him. He'll like stab you with his beak. You see him in these 3D games. You see both of them, and they're very different. They're kind of different designs just because it's 3D modeling and stuff. But they're not bosses. Like, you just fight hordes of them in this one, and like Portrait of Ruin, you fight a buttload of them. Like, they're just, later on you just find them as normal enemies. I think actually in Symphony of the Night you find them as normal enemies later on. Vertical High, ooh, wait, what? Tosses enemies into the air by slamming the ground. Yeah. So how much damage does this do? 21 per hit. That's such a good move. And then if that throws them into the air too. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't know if you guys remember, if any of you guys saw yesterday's fights. They weren't difficult, but they were taking on a lot more health and stuff like that. They take a lot more hits to kill. These guys, not a problem at all, honestly. So the other thing is, I mentioned this yesterday, we don't level up. So besides killing the enemies to... Ouch. You know, guys... Besides defeating the enemies solely for the purpose of like opening up those doors, oh, I mistimed that one. Not today though, or not this time. Yeah, so besides opening those doors, like, I don't get experience. So once we do get those doors open, we'll be able to just kind of like run through the map to get to areas that we've already been to. Ooh, let's check out the axe. I think we can go to 90. Oh, wait. No. Bad. Okay, so what does the axe do? Oh, a dash. Dude, I can't have the axe in that sense. I would abuse that to the point where I don't have... Oh, yeah, and then we have the big one. Yeah, no. I would abuse that for, like, movement purposes. Along with, like, just liking to cause chaos in games and just stuff like that. I love being able to, like, move faster. Like, my Borderlands characters are normally characters that are... Unless you're playing them through the entire time and gradually growing in that speed and playing like crazy, you're sitting there by the end looking at someone playing and you're like, you can't understand what's happening anymore. Because there's just so much motion and speed on the screen. Things are just flying by you. You're not even properly aiming at that point. You know what I did forget to do? And I'd feel really bad if this isn't... Okay, that one's working. I just want to make sure both streams are working. Yeah, that's on. Cool. That's all I wanted to do. And we're back. So let's go hit the save really quick just so that we have it. And then we'll go to the extra room up top to the left that we saw. I'm sorry. You guys look awesome. Whoa! Rude. Ooh, look at the money. So yeah, that's the save. Okay, so like I mentioned, the next thing we're doing is continuing back where we just, oh no. I almost don't want to go that way because there's nothing else there. I almost kind of want to just run back down. Because that, yeah, because that's something that like we can go do very quickly when we go back in this area. Because like I said, later on, we're going to go get all of the, I don't know why I still went this way, if that's what I was doing. But later on, so we have a few keys that we have to go get and stuff like that. Wait, did I mess that up? Yeah, I did. And those keys, we don't get in the same like level that we need to use them on. So we'll be getting, we have the blue dragon key. I don't know where that one goes to yet. We needed to turn left, so this way. Why do I keep messing that up? No, we needed to turn. I think that'll fix my brain. At least a little bit, hopefully. Yeah, so it's the third door. This was a gem. We don't want the gem. Don't get me wrong, the gem's awesome. Like, you've got that whole meteor drop thing going on. But, like, this crucifix hits so hard right now. My biggest thing is making sure I replenish. That's probably gonna be such a boss killer, man. So yeah. Ooh, the knife. Let's see what the knife does. Oh, that's so sick. That's cool too. I do like both of those. I don't know how maybe they're even more powerful than the crucifix, but yeah, that's sick. Whoa. Gotta go for a quick kill on those teleporting dudes. But yeah, no, yesterday was really, really fun. I hope some of you guys got to see us playing Peak. When we were playing it, like I said, it was kind of an impromptu thing. I'm glad they hit me up yesterday. But today I'm making sure we're staying focused. We're getting through some games today. We're getting through Gaze of Dread. But man, I was not fully mentally there or something. I was dying at every chance. That last death I felt so dumb about. I was like, ooh, I want to go check out the hot springs, and I just jump off the cliff. Ooh, this area looks cool. Is that a door I can go in? Yeah, it is. Red Phoenix key. Oh, and remember how yesterday I was saying that, oh, hey, you son of a gun. Bad dog. I feel kind of bad with that. That actually looks like I'm just hitting it with a whip at that point. Whoa, okay. Just stop. I was trying to like fight you fair and stuff, and I'm just like, feel like you took advantage of that. He didn't really want a fair fight. He just wanted me dead. Seems kind of unfair. Do I just have to enter? No, I have to actually stand on the thing. Oh, I wasted it. I'm so used to like newer games using the B or the circle anymore to like act as your like negative button or your backup button that I keep pressing it on these PS2 games. Yeah, so this next one I'll enter. Ooh, these ones are new. Screw it. Oh, they got some power. Let's grab that. Dude, the Rosario things, or rosaries, I think is what they are. They're called rosaries, I think, but they're just like crosses that'll pop up. They're so overpowered. Basically, it's like a nuke in Call of Duty if you haven't gotten the gist of how they're used yet. Ooh, this looks sick. I don't know if I should have done that. Feeling less and less like I should have done that. Wait, so where do I go now? I mean, is it right here? Ooh, health. Oh, for I've been saying this on, I don't know if I said it yesterday, honestly, but like before I started streaming this game, and basically before yesterday, I was making comments basically towards the effect of like, hey, if you guys know any PS2 games that you guys really enjoyed, I would love to look them up and see if I could find them and actually try them and everything like that. There's some really cool ones that I just didn't even know about, and that's kind of what I'm checking out and stuff now. Like, my gosh, I'm coughing on air now. My God, the oxygen's killing him. But no, so like this one is one that I just, oh, hey man, you look sick. Rude times 2. Ooh, what's this? Step attack? During a quick attack or during a quick step, I can attack? I like that. Go away. Yeah, let's go in here first. No, yeah, yesterday I felt kind of I felt kind of bad too. I ended up getting off stream. I told you guys I was kind of tired. I got off, had some stuff. What am I supposed to do here? Twin-headed. Wait, what? There's a staircase? Oh, I see. Let's, before we go to floor 3, let's go check this out first. Because there's a save there too. So it's not a bad idea. Oh. Yeah. What's up, guys? Pardon me. Just coming through. So we'll go to the save and then see if I can go fight that boss. Which... I don't know why there's so much more to this level. Or I wonder if this is one of those things where, like, because this is a laboratory, I wonder if I have to make the boss, if that makes sense. Like, I can go in the door, it's just not, like it's a golem or something. Ooh, I wonder if that's what this is. I have some feeling, oh, this is exactly what I was imagining. I need that stone. I need to make this, azimuth or something like that. Like I get an az stone or something, az, and I plug that in and then it wakes up. Oh man, that like popped in last second as I was just kind of sitting there. I'm like, man, that is the exact location I was thinking of. That is awesome. I love when things just kind of come back to you like that. And we'll get one more. Yeah, and then right over here. Ugh. Like I said, I don't know why it's backwards on this, and it just messes me up every time I go to use it. Every little while, I'll just like, my brain will remember, and then other times I just kind of get ready to go, and it just doesn't quite do what I want. So yeah, let's go this way first because it's not on the map. This is the route we're gonna take to go find something cool. Flame zombies. Ow. That guy's definitely toast. Oh, looks like this is the only route. All right. I'm still okay. Cool. I just want to make sure I'm still not like going on the map or anything. I want to go find newer stuff. Cause ooh, what is this? Oh, I'm not fast enough for this. I mean, that's where if I had the axe, I would be abusing the heck out of it. Okay. Wait, can I even do anything in here? They're just gonna keep respawning, huh? Do I get to move faster later? Is that a thing I get? And I can't just like, no, I can't. Yeah, I can't go any faster, sadly. All right, so we'll just mark this door as something. Green, I guess. Green's for go. Green's for go. That's what we'll say. Nah, we ain't fighting you guys. Not again. Not if I don't get anything from it. When we, I think I mentioned this yesterday too. When we do eventually get to Curse of Darkness, which I don't know if that'll be directly after this one, if we'll jump onto some other game. I'm not certain. But when we do eventually get to that one, you'll see me fighting a lot more enemies, a lot more often. What is this one? Oh, it's the crucifix. Cool. Mainly for the reason that like that one is much more of a Metroidvania, and there's not only like a leveling system and a development system, but there's also a you son of a gun. You know what? So there's a leveling system, a development system, and then a pet system technically, which is really, really cool. It's like a really, really easy system, but it's really fun to kind of get the different pets and stuff like that and get them to do different things. At least I always enjoyed it. I never like got all of them. You got to do some crazy stuff to get all of them. Ancient Text 3, when the scorching statue is frozen, the defender will crumble. So that's another thing. I just now realized I don't think I've seen a single equipment piece. So like I should be able to get different whip tips, if that makes sense. But I haven't gotten any. I don't know if I'm just missing it or what exactly, but like, so we have like this menu right here for whip. We get like different tips that we can put on that'll turn into like a flaming whip, an ice whip, a wind whip, and so on and so forth. But I don't. Oh, this is the tapestry. I don't remember ever doing this. I don't know what this is. It's awesome. That's all I have to care about. Arctic Ring. Wait, there's armor too? I haven't gotten any equipment. I'm just running around fighting things. That's really cool though. I don't know. I must have seen that in the past. Well, you better remember your life depends on it. Hey Hollywood, how are you doing? Let me give you a shout out really quick. So, how are you doing this morning? And I'm not gonna remember all of that. It's been so many years since I've played these. This one specifically, I think it's been 10 plus since I was last able to actually get on and play it. The fact I've got anything going memory-wise for this thing is kind of awesome. Next ancient text. Meth means death, emeth means life. So it's currently on meth, which is actually funny. Good, I'm working show, doing my rounds. Nice. You remember when this game dropped? Dude, I think this one was 2003. I believe it was 2003. So this is like a close to 23-year-old game now. Oh, I didn't see he was purple. Yikes. Yeah, PS2 era, yep. MP max up. Which I don't really even use my MP stuff. I haven't found another item there either. Is this game way bigger than I remember too? It's really crazy thinking about that though, isn't it? Like I played this when I was a kid and a teenager. Oh, this is the thing in the intro of the demo. Anyway, like I played this when I was like a teenager, a kid. And then you look back and it's like, wait, I played this back then. That was 23 years ago. Back then games were deceptively big. Dude, like I said, yeah. Agile, I'm sorry. That's pretty sick. Ooh, close. What am I supposed to do? What was I supposed to do? I got to the top. I didn't know where to go. Be right back. Yeah, you're good. I got to the top. What was I supposed to do once I was there? Oh, go up one more. I could have just jumped up here and I didn't notice it. Oh well. Dude, another, but yeah, no, deceptively big is like a, okay, back. Last I heard was bigger than I remember. Yeah, that's, I kind of stopped there because you mentioned the ad and I saw the ad. Like, looking at the game, I think it says that like this specific map I'm at 46%. For the whole game, I'm like 30 something percent of the way through. Actually, by now I'm probably 40% of the way through. But it's like I don't have any of the special equipment yet. I don't have any of the armor. I don't have any of these. I have the starting one and that's it. Like, there's so many things I'm missing that I just don't have. And I'm just like, I think I remember where you get the weapon tips. I think you get those from the keys. So it makes sense I don't have those yet. But like the fact that I don't have even a single flippin' like piece of armor or anything like that yet, that's kind of crazy. This way. Oh, another thing I was gonna say with these was it was the year that this came out like in my opinion when they were still doing like the it was still obviously 2003, very early 2000s. So there was loads of flipping that was the era of like everybody gets to wear belts, everybody gets leather, everybody gets really bright, vibrant colors. I mean, he's supposed to be a count and also a knight, and it's like, I'm sorry, does it show it here? It kind of does. I wish it would like show it without, but like there's no reason for some of his gear. It just looks really sick. That's the whole concept of Leon Belmont, is just how can we make this dude look super freaking awesome? And so they gave him white and blood red leather, and then they gave him whole bunch of extra belts, and then a whole bunch of like metal pieces and stuff. Well, I imagine if it was a multi-disc, the first game I saw, and I was like, what? It's fun. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy. I can't remember the game, but it was like 3 or 5 discs. Dude, honestly, you're probably just right in general. Almost all of the Final Fantasies that I remember up until you got Blu-ray discs were multi-disc. Almost every one. Dude, the blood red leather looks so sick. Like, it's so good. And then you have like random rivets and stuff like that going through it. It's like, what are the rivets for? It's like a leather fabric type thing. I don't know. It's just, it looks so good. But like, yeah, no, I remember, what was it? Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8. At the very least, those two, and I think 1 or 2 more, they were all multi-disc. And then if you had them on the computer, they were multi-disc for like some of the newer ones. And then, oh, Final Fantasy 13, I forgot. I had like 4 discs for that game for the Xbox when it came out. I totally forgot. Yeah, no, but they're almost all the Final Fantasy up until we got Blu-ray were just all of them. Would I like to put E there to give it life? Yes, I would. So it wasn't Azimuth, it was Emyth. What a cool idea for a boss arena too. Like, you get to bring the boss to life. Oh my gosh, that thing is powerful. That really is a boss killer. Ooh, they paralyzed me. Don't hurt me. Oh, please actually let me go, please. Thank you. That's what you get for being mean. Oh, paralyzed again. That's right. Final Fantasy 8 and 9 had the most with 4 discs. Yeah, I know 8 did. I knew that at 8 discs. I think 13 had 3 to 4 discs. I'm sorry? Oh. I gotcha. Rude. That's what you get for that. No, wrong way. That way. Twice? Oh, dude, this guy's not being kind. Oh, I thought I was blocking that. All right, I guess I get to die. Get my baby powder. Dude, that guy took me out. Oh my gosh. There's a dude I've been watching his skits on YouTube lately. What's he call it? It's always about like some like 1 or 2 dudes. He plays all the characters, but it's like 1 or 2 dudes in jail, and there's always this one dude that like Terry, Big Terry, and it's always this horrible thing where he's always talking to someone. It's always like he's talking big, like he's like, I'm big man on campus, and then Terry shows up and he's like, yeah, Big Terry, don't hurt me, like it's fine, like I'll do whatever you say. And it just the get the baby powder immediately reminded me of that, because it always ends at some point with like, yeah, Big Terry never used lotion, never uses lotion, doesn't use anything like that. Oh my gosh, I wish I remembered what his name was. I've got him like set up on my thing is like subscribed. I just so going through, I see what happened, and I still let it happen again. Okay. Whoa. There's like a whole section of like time where I could go ensure I'm doing extra damage to this dude that I'm just not doing. Like all the aerial stuff, like right there. I don't know why I wasn't doing it. Sivwastikan? Maybe. That sounds right. If it's not him, I've definitely watched that dude's stuff. But yeah, they're really funny. They're all shorts and they're so good. It's so bad. It's always so sad for the characters too. Whoa, no thank you. Who needs to be able to see to take you down? Ow. Maybe me. That didn't take him out. That didn't take him out either. I'm sorry? Oh, is he dead? Oh, he's finally dead. Light skin dude? Yeah, light skin dude. Yeah, I think he's got the braids too most of the time. I think he does. I can't remember. Ooh, the red one. What does the red one give me? But yeah, the one I saw, the last one I saw was like last night, and it's the first one I saw of these. That's him. Yeah. The last time the last one I saw was his character was out of prison finally, and it was like he was talking to like his grandson or something, and his grandson made some joke, kind of like talking about the baby powder or something, and it brought it back, and he's like, oh, don't say that, don't talk about that. I thought I was back in prison. Thought I was back with Terry. Don't talk about Terry. Don't do that. And the grandson asks the question, and then it just goes into the whole thing. He's like, oh God, oh Grandpa, no, oh God, no.
What would you like today?
Oh, it was so bad and so funny. Earth plate, meteor plates. Are those? Can I just have those? Not the flashback. I got enough money. Let's do. What does this do? Give me a second. So plate blessed by the earth reduces damage by 5%. Oh, so it's not an elemental thing. It's just blessed. Okay. White chest piece carved into the detail of ivory will increase your defense temporarily. I don't need that. This I'll grab for later. I'll get one of those. I don't have Jewel Crush right now, so I don't have a reason to get those. But I will. I've got 2 of each. I think we're okay. But yeah, they're so funny to watch.
Good luck.
So good. Yeah, I think the very first one I saw, I don't know if it was the first of his skits, but it was, like I said, one of his friends was going into, or I don't know which his main character is, the one that was coming into the prison or the one that was already there. But he gets there, sees someone he knows, and like I said, they're just talking smack, and they're talking like big man on campus type stuff, like everyone's their bitch, and just they do whatever they want. And then out of the background you hear his voice just deeper, and it's like, is that Sweet Pea? And it's like, oh no, it's Big Terry. Oh no, don't let him catch me. It's like, who the hell is Big Terry? And he's like, don't worry about it. There you are, Sweet Pea. Or there you are, Sweet Pea. Like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just hanging out with my friend, just showing him around. Why you talking like that, Sweet Pea? That ain't your voice, Sweet Pea. Oh, you're right, Big Terry. His skits are so good. Oh my gosh, I might need to look some up later just to show them on stream for a bit. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. Let's see. Let's go see what the red orb does. Double cross. Oh, it just doubles up. Okay, I do. So each one of them has a theme, if I remember right. So, for instance, this is makes things bigger, and so they do something different. So you normally throw 2 axes, and then they kind of like serpentine and like kind of cross like this. Oops, sorry, Mike. I'm so sorry. With your cross, you normally go and you summon those 2 small ones, and then with the knife, you just throw a knife. When you go and you get this, you throw like a bigger version. Your impression of Sweet Pea sounds like the gingerbread man or Pinocchio from Shrek. No, Terry, no, I'll never tell you where the gingerbread man lives. No, not the gingerbread buttons. No. Oh my gosh, dude. Cleared. All right, where am I going next? 2 or 5. What do I want? What do I think is a good idea? I don't have that one. Let me think for a second. This is the yellow key. This is the black key. That's the red key. I have 1 key. So how many different weapons you have? So in this game, you get 1 main weapon. You get the whip, but then you get sub weapons, and you find them on the yellow torches that we'll see here in a minute and stuff like that. So I think in this game there is your whip, which you can change your elements to, and then there's the cross, the axe, the knife, the holy water, and then the jewel. And then there is a thing called jewel crushing later, but I can't do that yet. And then technically, if you want to like go over like how many, ooh, the guard forgot my time. This is where one of my favorite bosses is. I can never get this one out of my brain. But technically, if you want to go by like how many total types or like differences in weapons there are, there's what, 5 weapons I just named. plus every one of these gets filled in. There's the red, yellow, blue, green, I think it's purple, and then you have your white and your black ones. And each one of them has a different thing. The black one, if I remember right, the black and the white are the coolest ones, like by far. The black one, is the most powerful, and I think it's the coolest. You don't get it until after you've already beaten the main story. Oh, hey. I didn't know you guys were here. I thought that was the next area. You guys have extra health, so I don't like you guys. And they just kind of respawn endlessly most of the time. But so like the reason I remember the black one is because when I finally, I'm sorry, what? Oh, it's one of these. All right, well that kind of sucks. So it's a New Game Plus weapon? Kind of, except so this was during the era where I don't think New Game Plus was a thing. Castlevania does kind of have a New Game Plus system, but it's not your normal version. So the way that New Game Plus kind of works in this is that, so I named my character Leon. Castlevania does this thing where when you beat the game, there might be some stuff you want to go get, so you can go 100% the game basically, which is why you can get it. But if you want to, when you beat the game, you'll get given like a name, like a code basically, and it'll be like, hey, go put this as your name. So Circle of the Moon is the one I memorized the names for the most part. When you beat the game the first time through, you get Fireball, and if you put Fireball as your name, you become a mage, so you get all of your magic skills, but you're super weak. If you put in, and so on and so forth. Symphony of the Night has axe armor, Richter. This one has the vampire dude I fought yesterday, and I think a hard mode, and possibly one other mode, but no actual New Game Plus. So it's more of like you get it because you can get it, and that's kind of it. They're fun to use, but you don't really, I don't even remember if this game has a boss rush, which it would be really cool to, it would be cheating to use a boss rush, use those in boss rush. As like a rough idea, in my opinion, in most of the games, there's one or two where it's like overpowered to an ungodly degree. The weakest sub weapon a Belmont or anyone of their clan can have is the knife. There are variations of it, like I mentioned though, that are like crazy powerful, but for the most part, you just throw a knife and that's it. When you get the black orb at the very end, like you beat the secret boss and everything else, the black orb lets you turn the knife into a knife dragon. Don't think I've heard of that execution of the mechanic. It's a little bit weird, right? Castlevania has always done it kind of unique. Symphony of the Night, when you beat the game, because there's different endings for it. So I think if you just beat the game, so if you go to the end of Symphony of the Night and you just kill Richter, is there a door here? Oh, there is. If you just kill Richter, you get, I believe you get the axe armor name. But if you end up going through and you actually like beat Dracula in that one, you go through and you do the whole upside down castle and everything. Dude, a knife dragon is so cool. Like normally you throw the one knife and it goes out. Eventually there's a thing where you can throw a whole bunch of knives. I think that's the white orb. That one's really cool. Or I get it after this boss. Is 1,000 Knives after this? Dude, 1,000 Knives is after this. That would be sick. I would probably switch to the knives. But so you go and you your character goes and goes, like he's throwing one knife, and then the one knife goes, and then just hundreds of knives go, and they just kind of spiral around. And if you have any enemies around, they'll just start swimming through the enemy. It's really, really cool. It does loads of damage, and it's so unnecessary after you've already beaten the entirety of the game. All of them have a form, but I think like I said, it's every sub weapon gets a change, and so the black orb is easily the strongest. But that's the only one I remember. The instant I saw that, I was like enthralled with that. I'm like, I don't even know what the other ones do, honestly. I just know that, oh yes I do. I believe the black orb either the black or the white orb give the Leon his family's special skill, which is they kind of float up in the sky. A pillar of light, holy light, comes out of them. A giant cross illuminates their back, and a whole bunch of crosses spin around. Depending on the game you use it in, it's basically just an enemy melter. And nothing exists after that. Ooh. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, maybe mind? Instant fail. Okay, I see how it goes. There's money though, so I did that on purpose, guys. There was money and this thing, which I totally knew that was there. Totally knew it was there. Entirely on purpose. Ah! I probably should have waited. Normally you can like, in like more modern games, you can sit there and you can like, I thought I made that one. You can like move the camera around and watch everything. This one, you can see it, but it's not as good. There we go. Wait, is Capcom? Because this scene is reminding me of DMZ. No. This is actually Konami, which, if you look at like modern Konami, it doesn't really make sense because most of their stuff is they're going, because I'm pretty sure Konami used to also do like Metal Gear Solid and stuff like that. They got rid of a lot of big name developers because they wanted to go towards at least what I remember reading was they wanted to go towards gambling machines, like Plinko machines. Konami used to make like all of the Castlevanias. They made the Metal Gear Solids. They made a lot of like really cool, legit games, and then they kind of moved all of their stuff to Plinko machines. And I think there's a at least the last time I checked, it was incredibly popular. But they have a, what is it? I don't remember the name exactly, but it's Succubus something for Castlevania. Let me see what it's called, because I think it was a funny name. Konami Castlevania Plinko. Is it Pachinko? I thought it was Plinko. Yeah, so it's I don't see the name, but yeah, it's described as, so they went from these really cool games where you do have some like later ones have some erotic type stuff out of nowhere, which I'll explain in a minute, but like they went from these really, really cool games to an erotic Castlevania pachinko machine for gambling, so they can hook people on gambling, and it's so bad. Add jail again. All right, I'll talk to you again. Talk to you in a minute. Where to next? Dude, I want some more of this. The sour keeps me awake. Oh yeah, let's check this out. Spiral Axe. Yeah, it's kind of what I figured. Let's go this way, because the camera moved me that way. We're going this way purely out of spite. Back. What about it now? So Konami went and they basically took apart their like gaming empire type stuff. They got rid of Kojima, they got rid of Igarashi, all for Castlevania and like their Metal Gear Solid stuff, and they moved it. They basically focused on erotic Castlevania pachinko machines. Like, not even a joke. Like, if you look up Castlevania, Konami pachinko machines, the first thing that comes up is like, it shows like Dracula's face, and I was like, oh, maybe it's like really cool looking now. Maybe it's like an action adventure kind of arcade game, but it's pachinko. Nah, you look into it at all, and it's like, it's meant to be an erotic pachinko with like succubus and stuff. Yeah. So I did look it up really quick. I should be able to show it really quick. Just the face of it, what I found. So why is that not changing? Oh, there we go. But yeah, like this is it. This is what it looks like. So I mean, it kind of looks cool, but then like I don't know how far I want to go with this. Who is that? But yeah, you can already see with just that, it's like I don't really want to go any farther. Just in case. Yeah, funky pinball basically, and it's just they had so many cool games, and I loved Konami for the games they had, and now I'm like looking I'm looking at the developers for other things now. For like, so for instance, I mentioned Igarashi and Kojima. Kojima now has his own stuff. He's got the Death Stranding stuff. I think he's got his own like entire thing now. I think. I'm sure you'll be doing your own research on it. Honestly, probably not. The finding those pictures is kind of all I've done on it, because it's kind of sad. Like, Castlevania was a series I grew up with, and so I just when they changed over, it really sucked. And so I looked that up more just because I'm like, am I remembering it wrong? Or there's no way it was an erotic pinball machine, basically. And yeah, it absolutely was. I wasn't wrong. I remembered properly. It just, yeah, so. Map 4. Yeah, let's go to the combined room real quick. This one, I think. But yeah, so honestly, I probably won't be looking it up later. It's just so disappointing. Nope, no thank you. Were their sales dying or something? I don't think so. If I remember right, the year they did it, they actually had good sales. But they had better sales with gambling, if I remember reading through their stuff. Oh yeah, no, it was absolutely a biz decision. Like, it's, so they got rid of Igarashi, who was the one who was heading the Castlevania department, and then they got rid of Kojima, who was doing all their Metal Gear Solid. I knew that they were having issues with Kojima anyway, just because they, from everything I'd read, they never saw eye to eye. Oh, I should actually, which it doesn't change. You guys won't see any change, but it does make sure that if anything happens, it'll actually keep what I want on screen. But so they got rid of those two, and then I think their gaming department, I think they've stepped it up recently. What is this? Are these gargoyles or gaibons? They're gargoyles. Dang it. Gaibons are cooler. But that's okay. We can fight basical, you sons of guns. Learn a new technique, Poison Claw. I mean, yeah, we gotta do that. Oh, wait, is that that is the one. There are certain enemies where if you get it just right, you can just keep using that, and you can just I want to see if I can get it on this guy. It's not the strongest move in the game, but it's fun to do. You just basically stop hitting yourself, or you just keep hitting him in the head. It's really funny to do. But yeah, no, it was, for me anyway, and I know for like my siblings and some friends I had, it was kind of sad. We had really kind of bonded over Castlevanias and stuff, and yeah, they were taken away due to corporate greed and sexy gambling. Whoa, what are you? Oh, you're Storms. Okay, that's not too bad. Some of the games have like irradiated skeletons, and they have like giant lasers. They hurt. They're normally like an end game type enemy. These guys, not too bad normally. These guys in this one, they just kind of bounce around a lot. In all honesty, I find the teleporty ones worse, just because you have to really get the timing down to stop them, or you have to you just have to dodge or parry their stuff. Only reason they're worse. They're not really difficult. Is this just a straight shot? What is that? Oh, is this the blue dragon? Yes, I would love to use the blue dragon key. Yeah. Is this, what tip is this? Or not a tip. What is this? A tool bag increases the number of accessories you can equip. Accessories? Wait, does it mean the... It means the rings, and I only have 2. I've only gotten 2 rings. Oh no, never mind. I guess I do technically have the sacrificial doll now. Okay, I forgot that was an accessory. I thought just having it did the thing. That works. But yeah, they had a whole bunch of different departments. Like they had, so Konami for a long time had this department where they were doing their 3D Castlevanias. They had a 2D department. They had their, I know they had their Metal Gear Solid, then they had their extra games department and some other stuff, at least the stuff they showed. And then they had their gambling stuff, and that was just, I guess it was just so prosperous compared to everything else. They were like, we don't need to waste our time doing video games. When you said blue, that was the first thing I thought of. Or, come, blue eyes. I said that. That's the wrong voice. Come, blue eyes, white dragon. Dude, freaking Kaiba's crazy as shit. I saw a, that reminds me of another skit. Dude, Hollywood, you're just reminding me of all the different things I saw like last night and yesterday. They all just line up perfectly. This dude's just dressing up as Kaiba, but like for Christmas, and just everything he's doing is just being a dick to his family. Is the present you got me something that can help me beat the Pharaoh? It's a pair of socks. What are you, peasants? So stupid. That's what I'm here for. It's a black guy. Wait, what? Is it it's a black guy thing, or is it just ends on it's a black guy? Honey, huge. With African parents? It's a black guy with African parents? Oh, it's a skit? I need to go look that. Who does that skit? Or I can just go look it up. That sounds like with Kiba. Ooh, I'm gonna go look that up. Oh, more dudes. Oh, I forgot. Don't get in between them. Wait, what's the wait? Do you have something to show me? Because I'd absolutely be down to watch. That's right. No going back in the ground for you, you son of a gun. Die. Why do you keep going in the ground? I'm just gonna shoot the cross at him. Goodbye. Annoying ass enemy. The skit you were referring to with the black guy who was acting like Kaiba. Oh yeah, is he black? The specific one I watched yesterday was a white dude, but I have seen one that's almost the same with a black dude. Yeah. Ooh, what's this one? I could go look. The knife. Let's take a look at the knife real quick. So we've already seen that one, right? Yeah, that's the key blast. Triple. I think it just throws 3 daggers. Yeah, but it's like so fast too. It's like a gun. Okay, I've seen the one with the black dude. Okay, yeah, I think the one I saw last night was like new. I don't think I'd even recognized who did the skit before. I think the only thing that even got me was just the out of nowhere looking at the presents and going, "Are you poor?" This won't help me beat the Pharaoh. That's actually the only thing I remember from the skit now that I think about it. Sorry for the confusion. I was trying to respond while you're talking. Oh no, you're good. Dude, that's I talk so much sometimes. So you're good. I need you to not. All right, I now need to use potions because of this guy. Or meat. We can just do that. Whoa. Go away. Yeah, no, don't even worry about confusion or anything. That's perfectly fine. It honestly, like, what I have found with streaming so far is I honestly just enjoy it in general. But especially when I have a chance to chat with someone while streaming, it's really, really fun. It's instantly a lot more enjoyable. Ooh, you know, we're just gonna leave. We're just gonna not stay here. And depending on the enemies we see in here, this doesn't look too bad. It looks a little bit bad. We'll use that potion. That should be fine. Okay. Ah. Come to me. I mean, that move looked really cool, but if you can't do something at least... Oh, dude. I'm glad this isn't like the newer buffs. Newer stone buffs in most of the games give you like 200% extra damage. So like if you turn to stone, you get yourself free or you're dead. Where's the save? I know it's on one of these two sides. It's gotta be right here. No? Oh, it's right here. That's why I thought it was on that side. All right, let's go here. Oh, by the way, I was curious. I've been trying to catch anytime you stream, and I saw your stream for a short bit the other day, but I was busy, so I didn't actually get to stay and like really chat or anything. I think I left some emotes and that was kind of it. Because I was just falling asleep. But I went to go check your videos like the next day, and most of the videos showed that like you hadn't streamed, like you'd streamed that day, and then I think you'd streamed like 2 weeks prior, and then it was like a month or two prior. I was curious, have I just been missing your streams, or have you not streamed as much? I'm curious. Because I have been meaning to go check out your streams, and it's just now hitting me. I'm like, I haven't seen many of them. Anything special in here? Well, kind of, but nope. Nah, I'm not letting you shoot a laser at me. Thanks for trying, though. Shadow Wolves. I like how they're called Shadow Wolves when they're definitely Dobermans. It's been almost a month since the previous stream between work and personal matters. But you're gonna start getting more of a chance to come. Okay, sick. I wanted to make sure I wasn't just like missing them or anything like that. Cause yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh no, how many have I been missing? And I looked and I was like, oh, I guess not many, or something's up. But yeah, hopefully everything's good, especially with like personal matters and stuff. I get like, especially around the holidays, it might have just been just no time anyway. So, but just, you know, here's to wishing everything's kind of going well for you. Stupid ass skeletons. All right, let's save one more time and go to the new areas. Now clean that up. Of course. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm not lying though. I cannot wait to fight this boss. The last boss I fought, the one in the last area, I mentioned how I was like, as I got in there, how do I do this? How do I do it again? Eat it. Okay. There's something I can do. I'm gonna challenge myself to do 30 days in a row streams. That's awesome. I will make sure I'm there to watch every one of those 30 days, at least some of them, or at least like some of the time. I'm probably not going to be on the entirety of every stream. You're gonna be doing that soon? Hell yeah. That's sick. Yeah, like I said, I will make sure to be there and at least say hi and check out what I can for each one. That is awesome. I am trying kind of to do that because I've got I'm trying to think. I've got school starting again the 22nd. We can, yeah, it's fine. So once the 22nd hits, like I'm gonna be much more heavily back to work, focusing on another full-time amount of studying. And so I've got to make sure I get all of that done with this as well. Okay, I think it's now I can just jump up here. Was that right? Yes, I remembered. The instant I saw the flower, I knew what I was gonna do. I'm supposed to schedule for everyone soon. Oh, hell yeah. Is this Jewel Crush? That is Jewel Crush. So a glove that uses up a jewel in your possession and unleashes a special effect, which I know very little about, but we'll check out in a minute. No, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out then. I'll make sure I'm able to watch some. That's awesome. Yeah, once school starts for me, I'm gonna have to fully switch out my schedule again and figure out what I'm able to keep. And I think what's sadly probably gonna happen is I'm probably gonna have to go to where I've got a couple of days a week instead of every day, and then I'll be switching it to, ooh, we can go try the holy water. And then I'll also be switching it to where it's like right now, so like starting yesterday and like going for the foreseeable future up until school starts, I'm doing a morning stream like this till about like 11 or 12 normally, and it's basically an oldies but goodies stream, trying out games that you guys are interested in checking out from like PS2 era, mainly PlayStation right now. That's the main ones I've got actually working. I do have like some Switch ones and stuff I could probably get going, but some oldies but goodies, and then going through and doing right around 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so 4 hours from now, I'll be jumping on to my main game stream, which for right now is Hogwarts Legacy, and I'll do that for 3 to 4 hours, and then every other day I'm trying to do like a horror game or something, because I'm slowly finding those enjoyable and I don't know why, but so that's what my current schedule is. So it's almost every day that I'm streaming. Once school starts, it's probably gonna be like once every other day I'm probably gonna be streaming, or if I'm streaming every day, it's gonna be like my oldies but goodies in the morning, main game and horror switching every other day or something like that, or every third day or something. I don't know yet. I have to go figure out my whole schedule for everything still. So let's try these out. So I haven't tried, so let's do this. So this is regular holy water, which I actually really like. It's really great in this game. Then you have energy geyser. Dude, energy geyser, man, look at that. That's sick. I would love to do a Wii sports stream, but I don't have a Wii, the game, or how to set up the type of setup for gaming. Dude, that's one of the things I'm having issues with right now. So like, I feel kind of meh about some of what I'm doing, but like I own a PS3, I own a PS2. Neither of them fully stream on it, so some of this is emulation. Some games I've been able to get working, but most of them I can't even stream. PS3 has a built-in HDMI blocker, so you can't stream it. You have to go get like I think there's 2 cables I need to go buy, and I just don't have the funds for it right now. So everything I'm doing right now is emulation. But for Nintendo stuff like my Wii and stuff, I've got those systems, same thing, but I don't have a way to hook them up. So that's why I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. The only ones I can think of playing are like older games that have come up on the Switch or ones that I've got kind of set up. Which cables? So like for PS3, I've got, let me think. I've got HDMI, I've got the whole setup for my normal consoles, but then it needs, I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 external splitters. It needs like a splitter and then a second out, I think is what it's called, or an end or something. And basically what it does is it would hook up to my not the graphics card, my capture card right now, and it would basically go in there and that would go to my computer, but then the data would say it's going to that split end, and it would say, hey, this is where it's actually going. There's no issue with the HDMI, but then it would also send all that same data to the other side. That's the only way to kind of bypass it for PS3, I guess. PS2, I don't, is an entirely different thing, because I would need an HDMI converter, I think, which I don't currently have. So I need an HDMI converter to hook up to my capture before I could get that one to work. And then for Switch, or not for Switch, for like my Wii U, for the Wii, I think I need an HDMI converter, and then I think the Wii has an HDMI block too, so I would need the splitter for that. So at the very least, I would either need an HDMI converter or a split, which is, it's not bad. It's not even that expensive. I just don't have the cash for them at the moment. I won't for a while. Ooh. Oh, that's what my clone used against me. What's Roaring Flames? Just a cooler version. Just a really cool version. This way? Yeah. So we're gonna go this way first. But yeah, that's it. It's not much. It's just, yeah, it's just a lot of extra. Whoa, no thank you. Oh, what's Rising Shot? Rising Shot is during vertical high, which is this one, right? Which I think it just lifts me up, so it's... No. No, that's not right. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of chilling out for a minute. Yeah, it's supposed to be an upward vertical attack. What is that? There it is. It's a holding. Gotcha. Nope. No, thank you. What is that? Bad. Okay, there we go. I'm like, dude. Just summoning a lightning dragon to smash me like that? So in here. Back? Nice. Yeah, did you get everything with the cables? Like, just as a like, if you're looking to go do any of your older consoles, I think you're good on, if you have a PS4, there's a lot of dragons. Dude, I freaking love dragons. So yeah, I'm glad there's so many dragons. It's important. Dragons are like the important foothold of awesome video games and stuff. Yeah, that sounds scientific and smart. Favorite animal? Dude, yeah, yes, it was you that I was talking to the other day where we were talking about, oh, no, I gotta go back to the beginning. We're not going back to the beginning yet. Where it was like, what would I want from like what experience would I want from like Harry Potter and stuff like that? Like if I were in that world. And I ended up changing to the dragons. I'm like, it's the magical beast, the dragons especially, but yeah, the dragon is the coolest. One thing I want to do eventually, but I have been very humbled with it. I never thought I was amazing with it, but when I started streaming, one of the things I wanted to do was, I'm like, I can go make my own stuff. So like here, so like, you've probably seen this before, but I'll change it for just a second. But like, check this out really quick. So like, that is, I made that. It's not super amazing, it's not super great, but I learned like really basic animation. I learned how it worked. I learned, you know, how to get everything, how to draw everything, and I got that going. And so I had told myself, I'm like, cool. So with that, then I won't have any copyright issues. I won't have to pay for anything like that from other artists. I'll be able to go make my own stuff. And are you in the wall, you sneaky son of a, exactly. Yeah. But so I that was my plan, and it still kind of is. But like, I learned very quickly after spending a couple of months trying to get like things going that art is not where my skills lie. I enjoyed doing it, and I still plan on continuing it and stuff, but it's like I'm gonna have to spend a lot more time on it to get it anywhere that I want it. And so like, I had like animations for dragons, and I had all these plans for like with my like emotes and stuff for chat. Initially they were all supposed to be like cute looking like dragons and stuff initially, and then it was going to be like dragons moving and dancing and stuff, and it just has not gotten to that point yet. And so I made the chibi kind of anime looking thing, because I was like, I can do that faster. I did those when I was a teenager, so I think I still remember how. Oh my gosh, you need to get up, my dude. You need to get up, and then you need to blast everything in your way. But yeah, so like, I really wanted to go like do all of that when I got started, and it has not been a thing that I've been able to keep up with. The amount of things I've had to learn. Hello, AI needs some assistance. That's true. I've been thinking about using AI for some of it. I don't know, with AI I'm at like a really weird place, and I've mentioned this before. So like, a lot of people have issues with AI, which I completely understand. But along with that, like working at the school and stuff, I get a lot of stuff where other students, because I work in the writing department, they work with AI, and like, it's everywhere now. So they use AI for everything, and it's this, oh, I could have just jumped up there. And so it's a situation where not only do I get to help other students who are also taking the courses and stuff, but you are a dick and a half. But like, I've kind of got it ingrained into me now, like, what do I and don't I want to do with AI? And so when it comes to like doing the art and stuff, I'm really looking at like getting the art kind of initially made, so I have an idea of what it might look like, and then, you sons of guns, and then, no, let me up, you sons of guns. The line with AI, it's one thing to have it help you, that's another. Exactly, that's why I'm trying to figure out how far I want to go with that. God, I hate the spirits. I think that's what they're called too. Yeah, spirits. Hate them. The 3D game versions of the spirits are just awful. In like the 2D ones, they're like just floating heads with flames around them. They're not that bad. They curse you or other stuff. In these games, they're assholes. Go, 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 go. So it's me kind of deciding where do I want to go with that, if that makes sense. Like, how far am I willing to go with the AI? Like, what's not crossing that line of stealing other people's stuff in my book, and then what is, you know. So that's the reason I haven't really used that yet. I have like a picture of like a really cool dragon that I want to kind of draw and go with, but it's like, I'm looking at it and it's like, it'd almost be entirely tracing with how detailed it is, and that's almost taking someone's art style. So lightning, okay, that's why I'm just so uncertain about what to do with that still. I'm not worried about using it to come up with ideas. It's more just like, how much do I want to take from it? What is all the way up here? I kind of remember going up here. I don't remember why. And also I should use another one, because I think I have to go back down. Pardon me. Those lizard dudes, they're so silly, just running around being crazy. So that's 2. What I want to do for sure is at least get through this boss, because like I said, this is one that I have not forgotten. It's on my mind as like one of my more favorite bosses, just because it's cool. It's I don't really want to spoil it though. Hiding the infinite loading screen, yeah. Dude, that was such a cool thing when I learned that growing up, that it's like, yeah, no, the reason you have these areas, let's use one more, is like you have all these weird like slow moving crawling areas is because it's I'm sorry? What is this? This isn't a boss, like it's a boss door, but it's not a boss door. Eh. Wait, I'm remembering something bad. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Okay. I can probably do this. This is fine. No thanks. Can you, like, not be a dick? No, 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 no. You know, this is a boss worthy of this, I think. Gosh, I wish that like backed you up or something. The power of Chris compels you. Dude, that's all I'm doing too, is just throw the frickin' crucifix at him. You. Oh, so close. No. No. Christ. You were right. Oh. I read it as Chris. Oh, I didn't. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know if I realized that you'd wrote it as Christ. I was just saying Chris. I don't even know why. I'm sorry. This is how we get the extra whips, dude. So the only downside with the whips, as a quick heads up, is one, they're badass. Oh, they're not as badass as I remember. All they do, yes, they are. BDSM, here we come. Dude, BDSM is here we've been. That's all we get in this game. Whips and extra weapons. Everything else is extra. Nope, nope. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So much better when I actually get the power from it. Oh, did I get full health from that dude? This was absolutely worth coming here. I was all worried looking at that door. I'm like, I don't think I should go in there. I'm gonna die, and then I'm gonna have to run up those stairs for 20 minutes again. Wait, can I just jump? No, it's not one of those games that realizes I want to jump down. That's right. We're just gonna sit here and chill for a minute. Put my hand on auto run and just let it go. I used up so many crosses to kill that dude. And actually, now that you're talking BDSM, I mean, like I said, this is the early 2000s. All this dude has on is like tight clothes and leather. Just saying, like I said, that's where we've been, man. This whole game is just, that's what Castlevania really is. What's really going on in most of the Castlevania games is there is a dude living in a castle that just is lonely. So he always wants, lonely and angry, you know, normal stuff. And then there's a group of BDSM individuals that just want him to feel good about things in their own way. And so they just go meet him. That's what's going on. That's American superheroes. We used to that. I wanted to go up there. How do I get up there? I wish I remembered. That's the one thing that sucks about this one is I don't remember how to get everywhere. Yeah, I'll be able to go there later. It's just hard to know what can I act, or that's a better way to put it. This game is really good at, I don't know what I can't. Yeah, that's what I thought. So this game is really good at, it creates the sense of you don't know what you can and can't do. In most Castlevanias, you know pretty early on that it's like, hey, it's kind of like a Pokemon type effect. Hey, if there's a tree in front of you, I need the move cut before I can go through. Or the game will be like, hey, I wish I could cut this tree down, and you get like a clue. And a lot of the Castlevanias, it's like you have some very distinct thing that you can't pass. In this one, it's very much a, can I not get to that thing I jumped at because I don't have the skill, or because I don't have the skill? Which of the two skills is it that I'm missing? That is how it kind of works for this specific Castlevania game. Is you don't know if it's you or the game without looking it up. And I'm not looking it up. You get lightninged. You get lightning. I grabbed my, yeah, I still have the crucifix. Gotta make sure I have that. Age of gaming guides and cheat codes. Dude, did you ever, just out of pure curiosity, did you ever go and make your own guide or like work on your own guides and stuff? Okay. Gotcha. Not good with stone. Was that laughing at me? Was that evil looking plant laughing at me? You son of a gun. But yeah, the reason I asked was because like I had tried, but when I was like a little kid, I was never on the computer long enough to like learn how to do everything. But there were games where I had like written down everything, or like I have friends to this day, my brother's done it, I still do it, where like, nope, I used the website I just listed, ccc.net. Yeah, ccc.net was so good. Oh my gosh, I used to go there all the time. And it really got me into like wanting to learn more about games. And so like, what was it? The most, I think the last two I really worked on were Mega Man Battle Network when I was a teenager. And then what's in here? That's
Christ on a stick. I guess there is a God.
Thank you so much for following. I'm gonna pause real quick to see who followed, because that got really tiny and I don't know why it got so tiny. Dragonful, thank you so much for following. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to read that right away. I forgot. Oh, I forgot to put the thing up on my screen. That's why. I'll do it right after this, and then I'll be able to see everything properly. I thought I had... Oh, I changed it so I could go look at Pachinko. That's what it was. I wrote down items for tracking, though, like collectibles in GTA. Yeah, that was one thing. So, like, in Digimon Dawn, for, like, the Game Boy Advance and stuff, my brother went through the tournaments and learned all the different codes that you could get and would write those down. That way we would always have those. And so he has like this paper that was all stored of those. And I went through and I was actually like, I figured out the rough like distance for like character movement and stuff like that, depending on, or like based on like I had some unit of measurement, like some item in the game counted as like one block or whatever, and so I had measured out movement for different maps in the game, and I was writing those down so that I could go post those online and for my brothers and stuff like that, because there were areas that would like just teleport you and get you lost, and so you pull up the map and you just have everything written out. It was really, gosh, that was such a good time. Now it's, while I don't do it normally, now I have issues though with that thought of like, you know, how much time do I have in a day? Do I have enough time to go, you know, spend a buttload of time on this game myself and learn it? What are those? Oh, another one popped out. Okay, that's fine. That's totally cool. That's fine. Oh, you guys, you know what? Eat it. And okay, they did die. I'm poisoned. One sec, guys. I'm poisoned. Yeah, that thing is laughing at me. Stupid ass plant. Okay. But yeah, so we would do those all the time, and it's now I've got that whole issue of like, do I have enough time to go through a game myself and learn everything? Or wait, there's 3? Is this the other door? Oh, it's right there. Or do I like go look something up if I don't have the time? I don't like that. I try not to ever do that. But at the same time, sometimes it's like, that would have been really good against that boss actually, for the lightning, because I almost died. Well, hello. I want to understand how to get a long life bar in Magic. I play this game from 2003 on my old fat PS2, completed many times, many files. I don't have any idea how to get the long health bar and stuff like that. From like, are you talking about like the way mine looks and stuff? How they're a bit longer, or are you talking about like full like length and stuff? There are secret areas in the game that will get you items called HP up and MP up, and that is what you get. So for instance, in this area, there is, I'm trying to think, I was just there. Is it right here, I want to say? Because I can go in there. It might be here. No, not, yeah, actually. So like right here, that rectangle that's dead center on the screen, the life bar, including magic bar. Okay, so if you're talking about doing it like the appropriate way, like in the game, not using cheats or anything, this area is like the perfect example. So that rectangle there where you can see that missing doorway, underneath that doorway that I can't get into yet is a hollowed out area, and I already grabbed it, so that's why I'm not going back to show you. But you have 100% of the map completed. Okay, perfect. So like underneath that area though, wait, if you have 100% of the map, you should have all the HP and MP stuff, right? You've gotten a whole bunch of those, haven't you? Because that's, as far as I know, that's what you use to upgrade that. You just keep finding HP and MP ups. Or are you thinking of something different and I'm misunderstanding? Because yeah, my bar will go quite a bit farther, but I'm not sure how much farther. And all I'm gonna do is just continue going around, and like, it's not that door there, but underneath the door, there's a floating item that you'll get that will give you an MP or an HP boost. That's the best I can if I'm understanding what you're wanting. Maybe using many times perfect shield. I don't know. I don't think perfect shield gives you, like, it'll fill your bar. Using perfect shield will fill your bar, but it won't like make it bigger. I just got the MP ups, the items. Maybe I'll find another one. I doubt it since I'm at the end of this level. But if I see another one, I'll point it out. But like they're just like floating items that you can get. They're kind of hidden. Like, you know how the whips are hidden? You have to fight the bosses to get the whips. The MP ups and the HP ups are just kind of hidden all over the map. There was an area earlier that had a hidden tapestry that you can get behind, and there was an HP up behind there. For the MP though, I don't know. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, I wonder. I'm sorry I don't have an answer for you right away. Like, I thought I knew what I was talking about, but if you're talking about like filling it up like all the way across the screen, I don't know. That almost sounds like maybe something from like a cheat code or maybe one of the hard modes or something. Because I know there's the different modes that you can play as. Have you done any of those yet? And I missed it. Yeah, because if we perfect block, it'll fill it. You son of a gun. You know, I'm gonna kill you, you son of a. Okay, I guess you get to be the one that lives. But yeah, like, so watch when he does the purple, or you said perfect. I haven't perfect in this one yet. Let's try to. No, that's not perfect. So there's the energy block, but then perfect guard. Yeah. Your preferred sub weapon is the diamond. I use it more in the game. Drinks crystal graphics. So many times I use it still on overriding files. Dude, the crystals, the diamond is really, really good. Oh, you know what I just thought of? Because you're talking about boosting your health and stuff. What about how do I equip it? Do you use Jewel Crush at all? Would that do it by any chance? Absorbs enemy energy. Maybe it's got something to do with Jewel Crush. So besides finding the MP and the HP ups, oh no, you're totally good. And I'm pretty much understanding. Yeah, your most preferred sub weapon is the diamond. It sounds like you use it the most. The game drink graphic. How many times I use and still use overriding on files. So like on all of your files, you still use that one. So yeah, no, like I like that one too. I just don't use it as much. What is this room? I know that there's stairs here. I'm pretty sure. Wait. Can I not? Oh, there we go. Could I have just broken that one statue? Jewel Crush is nice, but I intend to sub weapon with the diamond. Okay. Yeah, no, the diamond is really, really good. I do like the diamond. I just can't, my thing is it's been so long since I've played. I just can't remember like what bosses to go fight to do what. I'm hoping that there's like an HP up or something in here. Baldoni, how's it going? Always cool to see some Castlevania, right? I friggin' love these games, man. Yeah, no, this isn't doing anything, but it's still fun to break them. Yeah, no, these are like Castlevania is one of those like main series that I grew up playing that I still play. It's one of the few series that I can be like, yes, I almost any time of the day, any day I can play them. I've been wanting to play them since I started streaming, but I was starting bigger open world type games and I was like, I don't have the time for these. I looked it up in this game. It says get help searching for them throughout the map, like you said. Yeah, so it's just the HP and the MP ups. That's the only thing I can think of. I started streaming Symphony of the Night. Baldoni, you started streaming Symphony of the Night? Dude, the Castle Bros, I like it. Dude, I'm gonna have to go check out your stream for that too. I didn't even, I had you up last night. I didn't see that. Oh, well, I did only have you guys up like on my computer. I had to leave. So I was like, I put you guys up and then I kind of left. I had to leave for a bit and I was freaking, oh, I missed some Castlevania. Do you like go out of your way to get the special weapons out of curiosity? Like the, what's it called? The like ultimate cheat sword and stuff like that. Is it the Fulgur? No, it's not. The wind sword, the one where you can like hold the button and just you do. Nice. Then went on the street. Oh, that's what I saw. You and Bay were playing Street Fighter. That's right. Oh, Hollywood, this is what I was talking about. This is one of my favorite bosses just for looks.
I haven't had any visitors in a while.
It's just so cool. I'm playing with the code that brings my attributes really low. Only luck aside. Ooh, that's fun. I really enjoy that one. It only sucks when you get a Chrysogrim. Yeah. I only have real issues with it when you're in like the very end of the game. This is the best Castlevania three-dimensional game, including Curse of Darkness, Symphony of the Night, not more. Yeah, this one's really good. I'm not gonna lie, personally, my favorite is Curse of Darkness, but this one is really, really good. You're absolutely right, Dragonful. This is a really good game. As a kid, I didn't like it as much, I think, but yeah, like just look at this boss. It's such a cool boss. That's not what I meant to do. Nope. Is lightning good against you? I feel lightning would be pretty cool against you. Yeah, it was okay. Medusa. And ooh, you're a jerk, Medusa. Nope. Oh, I said you were a jerk for a reason. Oh, I forgot about Bloody Tears. Eat that. You and your crying blood. Oh yeah, and she's got meteor, kind of. I used to know the timing for that really well. I do not now. Don't make me use a potion, man. I'm gonna look bad. Oh wait, damn you, and then oh, okay, no. No! Oh, I used my thing. That slightly sucks. I guess I'll just use a potion and use a potion since I already used my thing. Wait, did I swapped out my whip. Servants? Oh. I'm just out here just running for my life and I just happen to be in the right place to live. Eat it. Oh, I can't believe I dodged that. It was entirely on accident, to be honest. Damn you. I just want to kill you with a lightning strike. Energy blast. What was energy blast? I want to use that next. Dude, I missed some stuff. Cinnamon was a good innovation when it came out, but after it came out, PS2 games I started to change. Yeah. Anyway, the story is always connect with Symphony of the Night and another. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, absolutely. Everything's kind of trying to connect to Symphony of the Night, and it was really good when it came out. It's still good in my opinion, but like it's one of those that like it was the beginning of its thing, so it like it seems like it did a lot, but it was just kind of the beginning of its own era. Working and lurking sounds good, Baldoni. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'm definitely going to be stopping by at your stream later too. I got to check that out. I am not joking about how excited I am to know that you're playing Symphony of the Night. Do you know the actual history of Medusa and how she became what she is? So you actually start. Oh, dude. I think there's a couple of different myth stories, but the one that I know the best is, I think it was Poseidon. So she was, I want to say handmaiden. No, not a handmaiden. She was shrine maiden, I believe, or like a cleaner, basically, for like a shrine, and she was just really beautiful. She was just a young girl, really beautiful. And she ended up being lusted over by, I think it was Poseidon, and I think it was Athena that was jealous. And because of how jealous she was over the feelings that Poseidon had for someone who did not reciprocate, she cursed Medusa, and Medusa became a monster. That's the one I know the best. I don't know if that's the official story there or like the main one, but that's the one that I remember hearing the most, was that beautiful woman did nothing wrong, was just a kind person. I think she was raped too, wasn't she, by Poseidon? And because Athena didn't get slept with by Poseidon, she then cursed Medusa. Symphony of the Night is my favorite. I don't care much about lore since I started when the games didn't have that much lore, but the gameplay on Symphony of the Night is great. I am in that point where it's like I know enough of the lore because they did finally tie things together, but it's like at the same time I just love the game. Sometimes I just turn my brain off and just enjoy the heck out of the games. But I do love the lore. I cannot wait until I don't even know if they will, but I absolutely want a 1999 game where you finally learn about the final battle with Dracula before Soma is born. And what do you think about the Lord of the Shadows reboot series? I do and don't like it. I've played all of it. In all honesty, the first one, the Lords of Shadows, I like. I honestly don't dislike that game. It's weird. And it upset me recently because if you go to stream that game and you're in Pan's Forest, you'll randomly get a naked fairy on your screen when you're not expecting it.
I'm glad you're back. What's the matter?
But I like the series. It's pretty good. The second one was weird. It was kind of gross. Odd. I didn't like the story, but overall it was fun. So that's kind of where I put them. They're kind of fun, but they're extra. They're not part of the main series for me. That's what I think towards there. I missed one detail that I heard. There it is. Oh, so I did end up finishing the raping of Medusa, I'm guessing. Sam, I started Symphony of the Night on PS1. I'm gonna be quiet for a second while I read these in my head, and I'll talk to you guys in a second.
It's impossible by any normal means. But do not think about it. There are other things you must take care of right now.
right.
So yeah, so Dragonfall, like, yeah, you were playing Symphony of the Night. I'm not gonna lie, I love the 3D games. I think I enjoy the 2D ones more. Maybe just because there's more of them, and I like variety when it comes to games. So I that might be the reason why. Oh yeah, and I can do this now. So I can kind of. It should be just popping right up and should just be fine. Yeah, and then I can see the stuff too. But like, yeah, when these came out initially, I loved both of these. This one was when it initially came out because I didn't understand how to play everything quite right, and I was also used to Symphony of the Night, like you were saying. And think about it, when you're playing as Alucard, you get all those weapons. You have different weapons that do different things. If you don't like a weapon, use a different weapon. And I also, to be absolutely honest, did not understand this. I did not realize that these changed your sub weapons until like my second playthrough. I honestly just thought you were using the whip and then you'd get items, and sometimes they would be one thing, sometimes they would be another. I never understood that they did that. Like, it took me a long time to learn that. And then all the secrets in this one, like, some of them are good. Like that tapestry in the underground laboratory, where it tells you like, hey, there's the two-headed flying beast. You'll know if it's a tapestry and you'll be able to go through it. I never found it as a kid. Like, it's not what I expected, if that makes sense. Like, it's not like a red tapestry or a colorful tapestry. It's at the end of a corridor that's covered in shadow that you just kind of have to be like, why is this here? And then you jump at it. That's it. This playthrough, I went through it, didn't even realize what the motif was. Didn't realize it was a flying creature with two heads. So, but yeah. Let's see. Well, she didn't care to sleep with Poseidon, but she was supposed to be a virgin, and because Poseidon, yeah, she got cursed. Yeah, that's the thing that sucks, was like, none of it was her fault. It was solely because, and it was Athena, right? Basically, Athena was just like, well, I wanted him, and I don't get him. I don't like that. So you get cursed. If I remember right, that was kind of like the whole gist of it. Let's do this. Let's just grab a couple of these, since I'm making so much money. I don't even care. And you know, why not grab another one of these? The Moonlight Plate. Yeah, why not? Like I said, I'm rich. Increases your money with the Zircon's power. Luck determines if selling is okay. Arbitrarily switches to sub weapon. Okay. The damage is small, but it blows away the enemy. The damages the enemy, and with each damage you recover a little energy. The energy hidden within the ruby damages all enemies. Totally recovers all status abnormalities and HP with the power hidden. Oh, sick. So diamonds are just a heal everything. Okay. So what did Drakenfall say? I think Lord of Shadows was not a linear way with the maps. And with the graphics, Lord of Shadows 2 was with a little exploration, but not much more. With the PS2, Lament of Innocence, Curse of Darkness is, yeah, I think that was another thing too. Like I mentioned, like the aesthetics of 1 I did like. The aesthetics of 2 were not my favorite. But then when you get into the way the games were, like Lament of Innocence is much more of like, oddly enough, it's like a Mega Man kind of. It's still a Castlevania, but it follows the idea of like, hey, here's a room and we're going to tell you that these are the areas you can go in, and then you just get to choose what you go in. If you know where you're going, then it's going to be awesome. If you don't know where you're going, then that's fine. But when you go to Curse of Darkness, that's a full Metroidvania with like the way they've done it almost feels kind of open. It's never really stifling in the way you move around, where when you get to Lords of Shadows, it's everywhere you think you can go. It like, I don't know, maybe it's just that I like to mess around with things, but I always felt when I played Lords of Shadows that I was stifled. Like I'd want to go down this path, and then I'd go there and I couldn't go there. It wasn't actually a path. It was made to look far prettier and like really constrict your movement, I feel. So I mean, the games aren't bad. I'm not like fully dissing them or anything like that, but they're definitely not. They're ones that I want to play every couple years, maybe every 10 years, something like that. But like Lords of Shadow and Curse of Darkness, like you're saying, these are, I want to play these yearly, if not more than that. Like I just want to play these all the time. Yeah, it was Athena. Okay. The whole Greek-Roman mythology is crazy. It makes you think, if you're a person of faith, is this how other religions think of my religion? Dude, right? Honestly, looking into like, ow, one sec. I've got like a, oh man. So my joints are messed up and my ankle locked up. Okay. And so it was just like, I'm sitting there, I kind of leaned forward and it just locked in place. So I had to like jiggle it and stuff to get it popped. Anyway, yeah, no, I was kind of raised religious, like not really. Like we didn't really go to church or anything like that, but we were given the option. We were kind of taught about religion. There was I was taught to kind of be closer with religion and stuff. And it was when I started learning, like, I think it was Greek and Roman mythology, because I think it was initially, because I was confused initially when it comes to like Poseidon and Zeus. Those names, those are, I remember those really well. But when it comes to like the was it Greek pantheon, where it's like Mars and Jupiter, and I had issues remembering those. Yeah, the big three. Hades, Poseidon, Zeus, and then yeah, you've got her, and then everybody else underneath them. But like you have the planets for them, the Greek ones. I got confused with that. So I remember being confused with that, and it made me like look into it a lot more. And then you learn about how Kronos ate his children, and then they broke out of him, and then you have Zeus ate his children, and one of them breaks out of his head, and they just the same, different names. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I remember being confused when I was younger, so I think I learned the planetary one first. Oh, you son of a gun. Wait. Okay, I remember what it was. It's this, isn't it? Yeah, I just gotta look at it. Yeah, the same, just different. Yeah. I think that's the reason I brought that up, was because it's like I think I started learning it first with the planetary names, and so it was really confusing, and that got me to look into it more. Well, fine, I won't use the lightning whip, which is super awesome, and I'll just use other stuff. Dionysus, yeah. Honestly, they're all kind of nuts. The whole idea with like, it's not the same, but I always found it funny how like the God of War games, right? I don't know if you guys have played those, but those games are like, they started, they're not nearly as old as Castlevania, but they were like, they've been around for years. Oh yeah, left and right. I'm sorry, why are you alive? Please don't stay alive. That's not what I wanted you to do. Oh yeah, but I have too many thoughts in my head. So like with the grape left and right, like you even have like individuals like just getting traded off and like locked up in different places, and just all kinds of awful, horrible things. Tortured because one person likes another, and because they're all gods and stuff, they're all liking family, and the whole thing's weird. But yeah, the old God of Wars were like really cool. But when you like really look at like the trials of Hercules is in those games, so it's obviously not exactly the same. Why are we imprisoning and torturing grapes? Because if you don't imprison and torture the grapes properly, they're never gonna properly, age and ripen enough to be the best kind of wine. He's just talking about vineyards. He's just talking about vineyards. We're good. Brain. where were you going with what you're saying? But like, if you look at Kratos, his backstory, oddly enough, I was looking more into it. It's really close to like Hercules, with the idea of like he had to go do these. It's very different. He was a soldier, and all of that good stuff. All of that stuff, not necessarily good, but it's like you have this whole like. He had to go through these trials, and then he had to do certain things for. His was for Ares, but he had to do these trials, kind of like the 12 labors and stuff like that. Well, the 12 labors came from killing his. What was it? So Hercules did his stuff, did what he was told to do, accidentally killed his family, had the 12 labors to do after that to become who he was supposed to become. Kratos was a soldier for Sparta, followed Ares. Oh, hi Mike, I'm sorry about you. Good, sorry, didn't mean to hit you like that. And then that was almost bad. He ends up going and gotta pause for just a second as my brain's like, there's like a really slow like circle loading that gets close to finishing the statement and then goes back halfway. But then yeah, Kratos is for Ares, and then after everything happens, he then goes on his like murderous rampage. But up until that murderous rampage, their stories are oddly similar. They're not like the same, but I don't know. I was reading through some stuff recently, just kind of for fun, and it was eerily close in some ways. And it was like, it's almost like the story of if Hercules went super crazy angry and then, you know, eventually fought Hercules. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities. It's a lot. Yeah, but also at the same time, very different. I don't remember the stories about Hercules going and ripping off Hermes' head and using it as a lantern, basically. Don't quite remember those stories. Same but different. Exactly. I think that's the best way to put it. But yeah, Void, how are you doing today? I need to go. I just realized. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I don't think I did Baldoni because we were chatting. So I gotta do the ad, or else I have to type things out, and it's just confusing for me. There's that, and then. But yeah, I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm not gonna lie. I was only planning on streaming for a short bit today on this portion of my stream. I think I'm just gonna keep going because the conversation and the game is too good right now. And honestly, if I have an excuse, what is that? Perfume? A wonderful scent that calms the mind and increases intelligence. Oh, that's cool. I believe so. Gotta see how my head is by that time. Are you gonna be back on the CD? I'm never gonna remember the name of it, but Link, the torturous trials, unfortunately. Oh man, I hope you get far. I'm not. He'll have to tell you. I can't remember the exact name of that one. It's one of the CDI games. I don't know if you know anything. Zelda it is. I don't know if you know anything about those CDI Zeldas, Hollywood, but they were, I believe, so Nintendo owns Zelda, and for a while they allowed other companies to make Zelda games. And the CDI Zelda games were made by this other company. Let's just say they're nightmare fuel. And that's being friendly and kind. That is, it's, like, let's go really quick and like score some stuff. The gameplay, 2, maybe. The story, we can maybe give it as negative. I don't know. It's up to you guys. It's pretty close to negatives. The graphics and stuff, more nightmare fuel than the American Zelda game. Wait, America's Zelda game? Are you? Those might be the CDI Zelda games. You might be talking about that. The Faces of Evil. Yeah, that might be what I'm talking about. They were made. Okay. Oh, I just gotta blow you up, huh? Ow, rude. Get this guy. Ow. Rude. Meteor's hitting the wrong thing. I'm friendly. Wait, why is there a blue one? Okay, so the orange opens the yellow marks. That's the purple mark. So I'd have to come back in here and do this. To my knowledge, this is the only time Nintendo allowed another company to use the Zelda IP. I think so. This was, I think this is, they allowed it to happen, and then it was like they saw what happened and they decided never again. Is how I assume that kind of went. Or they were in the boardroom. They were like, let's see how this went. Everyone started vomiting, and then they decided never again. One of those two, I'm assuming. Wait. I had something funny to say, I thought, but now I don't know what it is. I guess we'll never know. I like that I just assume it was funny. I like that that's how my brain works. Yeah, guys, don't worry. It was funny. I was funny up here. It was super funny. Let's see. What do we got in here? I think in this game, honestly, I mentioned how like in the Lords of Shadows one, there's like randomly just like a naked fairy and there's some other like inappropriate things here and there. This level is the only one that has any level of inappropriateness, I believe. And it's just because the boss is like really lustful. That's it. There's nothing else going on there. But yeah, didn't they make like 3 of those CDI Zelda games too? There was like, so the one you're playing is Faces of Evil. There's like the Wand of Galamar or something like that. And then there's also the Zelda Quest, wasn't there? Yeah, 3 of them. Or the Zelda's Quest, I think it was. Yeah, just straight nightmare fuel. It's kind of impressive. You know what it actually reminds me of in a slightly funny way? I don't know why exactly, but so like, have you guys ever heard of the anime Goat Stories? I think it's Goat Stories. I want to say it's Goat Stories. I'm going to say it's Goat Stories. Have you guys ever heard of the anime Goat Stories? Rude. Just awful. Just, you get an extra special just explosion. Nope. Oh, I am about to blow your mind in the best funny way. So Goat Stories was an anime that, like most anime, was made in Japan and was so goddamn boring that the developers, like, I don't remember if they even showed the entire series, but they had like plans for it. It was supposed to, from what I remember, involve like kids that were like hunting for ghosts around a school and things were haunted, yada yada. But it was so boring and it was so just bland that they stopped it. They were like, we're done with it. And they sold it to the US for like super cheap. And when they sold it, okay, so they exist due to hardware partnership with Philips. Yeah, who was doing the CD-ROMs or starting the CD-ROMs or CDIs at the time. Nintendo wanted to make a CD add-on for the SNES. Yeah, because they also worked on doing that eventually with PlayStation, and there's only like, what, a couple of them that ever came out. They went to Philips after Sony backed out of the deal. Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, they were trying to work with Philips, and it just turned into nightmare fuel because they're like, yeah, there's no way they can do a bad job. Man, were they wrong. But yeah, so they made this super boring anime, like the most boring anime you could make, basically. And they made this anime, and when they sold it to the US, the US looked at this anime and were like, hey, we have the anime, we can play it on whatever shows we want. They basically gave us blanket rights, but they're like, we also want rights to like change the words. So like normally if you do dub, the dub is supposed to be fairly close to the original language. So you're supposed to keep what is being said there by copyright and stuff. Thank you for inviting me to Discord. Oh, of course. Absolutely. Did my dude invite you? I think. I mean, you can absolutely. Did it join? It did. Okay, it did send you a the Dragon's Lair invite. Yeah, please join my Discord. Like, I'm trying to start, like, one of the things I'm doing for this year is trying to make sure I actually start discussions in there. I'm still not, unless I'm talking like vocally, I'm not the most outgoing, so I'm trying to be better with that. But yeah, so they gave the US, what is this one? Black Turtle Key 6. So we go to the water area later. But so they gave the US the right to dub it in whatever way they wanted, and they went nuts. So Goat Stories in Japan is the like most boring, you don't want to watch anime series out there, but in the US it is now a cult following type, or a cult classic type thing, because it's really raunchy, kind of racist, and just really funny and inappropriate. It's so bad. And the CDI projects just those Zeldas reminded me of it, basically, where CDI were given the ability to kind of do things. From what I understand, I don't see a vocal channel on your Discord. Anyway, good channel. Thank you. I don't have one on there yet, because I'm gonna go put one on there. That's my own bad. I do plan on putting one on there. I made my Discord quick, and I was like getting bots ready for it. So like it's also broken at the moment. Like my Discord's fine. I use it all the time to like get basic announcements out. But like it was supposed to have this whole concept of like when people got on, it would be like, hey, thank you so much for joining. You're currently a dragon's egg. And it was supposed to like kind of put up a random picture of like a dragon's egg, and it's like, oh, this is the dragon eggs that you are. And then as you go and you chat more in the discussion boards and stuff like that, it was going to like level you up, and then you go from an egg to like a hatchling, and then a dragonling, and then so on and so forth. Honestly, I would not turn it down. It just hasn't been a main focus either. That's the other thing. I kind of have it running. I just don't know what I would do on it. It's kind of the reason I've been using other people's Discords for things. What is? Oh, it's down here. But that's what was supposed to happen, and the bot is like ignoring other people and only working with me, even though like I've specified not to do things with me. So I'm the only one that's leveling up, and I don't understand why. So I have to spend some time and go through it. I've just been more focused on I haven't done the level up thing because I wasn't interested in it, but setup was pretty easy and fresh in my head. Okay. Yeah, honestly, it didn't seem that difficult, and I thought it would be cool, and then it just kind of didn't work the way I was hoping. No, I just use the Discord to talk to friends. I don't need help. Oh, well, no, just like setting up my Discord and stuff. Yeah, I need to go set up the voice chat and stuff like that on there. That way I can actually chat with you guys and stuff on there. Because what I would eventually like to do is, along with like, sorry for the confusion, Drakenful. Like, yeah, that was because like you said, I just don't have a lot of stuff on there. That's kind of why I just haven't worked on it enough. So Void was trying to help me out. Man, my brain is so scattered this morning. I'm really excited though. The way this is going, we're beating 3 bosses today, and then tomorrow we're getting to the end of this game, I'm assuming, the way this is going. You sons of... How dare you! The power of Christ compels you! Can I do something with these? They're all like janking out. They look like something I could fight. Maybe I misunderstood. I was talking with someone. Oh yeah, no, it was you were good. We understood that you knew what you were doing. It was more just like when you mentioned that I didn't have the voice chats on there, we're like, yeah, I probably need some help on figuring out how to do things, and they were trying to help me, and it was like, yeah, Cloud probably needs some help. That's accurate statement. So I hear the lasers, but I don't see the lasers. Okay, I'm guessing I have to go up some other way. Whatever, we can do that somewhere else. The trick is having an active chat. Yeah, that's the other thing. Is I used to be really like, that's the other thing. Like my Nightbot right now I've got it set up to like send notifications like, hey, you should check out the Discord. But I've been on for 2.5 hours, and except when Drakenful mentioned the Discord, I don't think I mentioned it a single time prior to that. To have an active chat, call directly to direct chat. Okay. And I really haven't gotten many people to join it up until recently. And so it was more of a thing of just like, there wasn't as much of a need to work on it if I didn't really have anyone interested in joining the Discord. So that's kind of why I just haven't done much on it. It was kind of like that, how do I put it? It was kind of like that last thing I was working on. So first I was working on the stream, making sure I understood how to do that. Then it was understanding the basics of editing videos. So I kind of have that. I'm just mediocre at it. Below mediocre, but I can do it. And then it was similar to a telephone call with totally free. Yeah, no, Discord's sick. I like Discord. I think when I initially made it, I got rid of the voice chats because they were like, I didn't customize the name for them. And I'm like, oh, none of these made sense. And I had classes, which I have on the 22nd again. And so I was just like working through all these different things. And I'm like, I want to focus on getting things going. And then I can work on the more connectivity type things. And so Discord's just been something that's been on the back burners. Exactly. That's exactly the word I was going for. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna say wayside, but back burner is what I wanted to say. I was gonna say, yeah, I'm absolutely happy to add you on Discord. Absolutely. What's to say real quick before I forget it? When the bell tolls thrice under the stage, the curtain will rise. Okay, so I just gotta hit a bell. That works. I'm down to do that. I can hit bells. How do I? Is it this? Yes, it was. Run for your life. No, hit him, not me. Nice. What was it? But yeah, so I just put it on the back burner, and I just haven't played with it much. Every time I do play with it, I come up with some idea, and I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be awesome. And then I do something, I'm like, it didn't work out as planned. Oh, but really quick, so Drakenfold, this is what I was talking about. So there's the hearts, the MP ups, and the HP ups. So throughout the castle, there's a buttload of hidden ones, and those are how you get more health and stuff. And like, from what I understand, you can fill up your map, but you still won't get all of them because some of them are hidden. That one area I showed you, you can go up in that door, but it's actually hidden underneath the actual door. You mean you put so much on the wayside? Yes. Yes, I did. That's exactly what I meant. Now Castlevania's playing here. Dude, that's honestly one of the things that I've wanted to do. And like I said, I just keep coming up with random ideas and then not doing them for my Discord. But like I want a whole section about like music and stuff. And the only reason I haven't done it is because I went to somebody else's Discord and they had their music things and everyone was talking about their favorite songs and stuff. and it was all like mainstream stuff that you could look up really easy. And I looked at my Discord and I started laughing because I was like, all of my like top songs, even like this year, like they do the on Spotify, like this was your favorite song for the year and stuff. All of my stuff is video game music. It just all of it is like, you listen to Zelda for like 100 hours, like this whole specific CD. You've listened to Castlevania for 200 hours this year. You listened to Devil May Cry for 24 hours. So everything was basically Mega Man, Zelda, Devil May Cry, Castlevania. I went with something pretty basic. Joining a Discord with 30 channels is overwhelming, and conversations have too many places to get lost. Yeah, that's why. That's the other reason I kind of have most of them as like just chat, like typing channels right now. I know I need to put vocal ones, but I was like, I figured if I just keep it small, it'd probably get things started better. That's very true. The bigger ones, wait, I went down too far. I've been stuck on Japanese metal dude, Japanese metal is so good, including like baby metal. I went to a anime expo a few years back. Oh my god, I forgot. And I got to meet there was a specific baby metal band. I think it was baby metal, and it was just so cool to meet them. Like they were wrestlers, and it was just so cool. I was so surprised how much I enjoyed it. Let's see. I want something easier. That's very true. The bigger ones. I'm like, where do I go? I want to be diverse, but also clean and streamlined. Yeah, that's another big issue there. I talk too fast. I can slow it down a little bit. I tend to when I get excited, I talk faster anyway, and I already know that's a problem. I've been talked about that before, so I will turn my the Aussie wrestler, dude, boy, I just saw it. I have a picture somewhere. I have to go find it, but I have a picture with me standing next to him, and I'm standing there like this, and they're both just like this around me. Yeah, him and her, yes. Sorry, but yeah, like I said, I'll like slow it down a little bit. Not like lot. Like I think this is probably good, but I tend to when I get excited, I just my speech ramps up. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you knew who they were. I talk too fast to understand all. Yes, but I'm learning more English every day for the years I'm learning. That's legitimately cool too. So, Drakenful, what is your native language, if you don't mind me asking? I am really curious. I feel like I know, because like I feel like the way you typed earlier, Italy, you already said it. That's awesome. I don't know any Italian. I've been learning French, but I don't know any Italian. That's really, it's something I plan on learning later. Baby Beard and Lady Baby? I think it was Baby Beard is what I think it was. Maybe it was Lady Baby. I don't remember. Yeah, the Aussie wrestler, dude, I'm not gonna lie. When I met them, it was I thought he'd have a much deeper voice and stuff. He sounded so Australian. Like kind of that like kind of higher up voice, but like a really chill kind dude voice. Like there was the depth of his voice was only due to the fact that he had an Adam's apple. I don't know how else to not in a negative way, just not at all what I expected. With like how jacked the dude was, I was like, oh, such a different voice. So you understand for me better, my English is good. So you understand for me better, my English is good. Yeah, no, your English is going really good. Like honestly, if I don't understand, I might have to read what you say like once or twice. Part of that is because I'm focused on everything that I can be at once, and the other thing is because wait, I just saw something really funny, and now I have to read that in a second. I gotta get that out of my mind for a second. Something Void just said. But I just sometimes jump ahead, and like my peripherals will read what everybody else is saying, so I won't like immediately just focus on what one person wrote. But yeah, no, I feel like for the most part I'm understanding what you're saying. No problem, actually. Let's see. It's both groups he's been in. Oh, those are so the baby beard and the lady baby were the two ones that he were. Give me a second. I just now realized how low I am. I am on the on my health. Let me read this for a second before I go kill them for real. It's both the group season. Okay. Sharon! Dude, Ozzy Osbourne. Holy cow. If you want to hear some deep voices, wait. That's what it was that stopped me. Oh, you want to hear deep voices from tiny Asian women? No, I'm talking about the Ozzy dude. I didn't expect him to be, especially with the beard when I saw him. I expected his voice to be deeper. Sadly, she didn't. She did talk, and her voice was, I think, exactly as I expected it to be. Let's see. We live in other parts of the world, but we play the same. Dude, that's one of the things I've been happy about with streaming. Is I've already said it. Like I don't know if it appears like this right now, but I am generally an introvert. I'm trying to be more extroverted, but I'm trying to be an introvert, I am more introvert trying to be more extroverted, and talking about games and honestly literature and writing and stuff and mythology, like with Hollywood, those really get my brain going and get me excited. And so that's one of the reasons I've been so excited about streaming, is these moments where I get to see you guys and chat with you guys and meet people all across the world that have the same kind of like interests, and I get to see different viewpoints, which I'll come back to that in a second. I can't listen to the audio now, and this message out of context made me laugh. Oh yes, that's exactly what I was laughing at too. Laughing my ass off. It was supposed to be strange. It was a good one. Look up Broken by the Scream. Did you achieve your objective? If you're talking about me, I'm almost dead. So no. I'm dead.
Game over.
Whoops. Remember how I said I get really excited and then I forget to do things? Yesterday, oh, at Baldoni, okay. But yeah, one of the things I was gonna say, oh my gosh. For example, I have the original PS2 disc of Castlevania Lament of Innocence, European version. Okay. It's the same game, but you can't duplicate items. Wait, can I duplicate items in this? After I buy the American version, that you're playing the same game, but is right, Lament of Innocence, but you can duplicate items on my fat PS2. You can duplicate items on the fat PS2? I knew that you could on some of them, but I didn't know that for sure. Okay, give me a second as I like recall where the heck I'm going. I think it's this way, and I have to go kill some ogres. I gotta get revenge real quick, so if I don't chat for a minute, this is why. Okay. So I've heard of like you duplicating items and stuff like that before. It's never been like a main focus. Unless it's a game where it takes like an insane amount of time. I just like earning most of the items. I don't know why. I think I'm broken. Like I even enjoy, until it gets really tedious, I went the wrong way. I really enjoy getting like the Chrysogram in Symphony of the Night. Like it's a pain in the ass, and it's kind of enjoyable. Nope, wrong way. Wait, no, down here. Cheating isn't always rewarding. Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, I've been on Digimon Time Strangers. I've been using the thing where you can just like load up a whole bunch of Digimon into one Digimon to make them stronger. But the main reason I've been kind of okay with that is because of how fast some of the damage and stuff ramps up. So it's like if I don't do this, I'm gonna have to really think about some of my fights, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. At the entrance to Castlevania first save room, watch YouTube video on how to do it. It's easy. Okay, that's good to know. I'll have to check it out. Are you saying the why to the Eternium's comment about cheating? So if Void's thinking kind of the same thing that I am, it's more like sometimes, at least for me, it's really, really fulfilling sometimes just to have done it. Okay. Give me a minute to get through these rooms. Okay. And then I think it was this one. Yes. Yes, it was. Wait, no? Yes? Yeah, it was. This is where I wanted to go. But yeah, at least for me, like, the playing through and getting some of the, like, weapon, like, over and something. Is it B? But when you kill the dogs, dude. Oh. Does that sound like Yoshi? Does that sound like you? Yo. I don't know. I always felt like did they? Maybe. It's been a long time since I've played the older Yoshis. I'm trying to imagine the sound when we like get to the edge of that ravine and then jump off Yoshi. I'm trying to remember what he sounds like when that happens. Or maybe that's all just mental. Just higher pitch and faster play. Yeah. Okay, it's okay. I understand. I'm here to watch the game. Oh yeah, sorry. You guys and your shadow dogs. All right. So this is where I was, and I had to leave here because I couldn't figure out what to do here. So we're gonna go back and up to that one. When Yoshi jumps and you do the... Isn't he like pumping though? Like, something like it's kind of that sound, like it's kind of a shaking sound. At least I thought it was. Oh, my arm. Ouch. So up here, this way, right? Yeah, so this way. I'm gonna go kill me some ogres. Oh. I just wasn't, it's not even scary. I just wasn't expecting the sound. Get us. There's one. Sorry that one's so long, but it just sounds so good. Come at me. All right, so now we can go kill the ogres, and I can get my revenge. Wait, wasn't this where the ogres were? How far did I go before I fought the ogres? Oh, man. Were they in the next one up? Were they up here? Is that where I died? Okay, let's just open these real quick. Come on. It was right here. I always forget that there's that giant meteor up in the center up there. You just got to make sure that you're standing behind the statues at the point where it would hit them. I always forget that. Okay, so where next? So this is going to go around. We have more than enough of everything we need. Man, I'm gonna bully those ogres. I'm not even messing with you guys. I'm not gonna be kind to them. Well, if I can go the right way. All right, so up here, over here. You're a wizard, Harry. Did it only just now say that you did that? I'm like, you already did that. You did that like minutes ago. Why is my chat so weird? It's so far behind. That's right. This is where I was. So it's... Bots are slowing down. Time to revolt. That works. I don't care. I just need it over here, I think. Get over here. Was it this door? Yes, it was. All right. Time to take out some of them. It's not this door. I mean, it is. I'm going the right way, but just it wasn't yet. You can't tell I'm excited to go beat them up now, right? Like, you can't quite tell. Wait, why didn't I put my electric whip on before I came in here? Yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna lie. You can't harm me when I have Jesus on my side. Did he throw a rock at me? Oh, he can harm me, even if Jesus is there. There we go. That's why I was so surprised that I died last time. I was like, they're not that hard. How am I getting hit by everything? Every move they're doing, it's like I'm getting in front of the weapon. Do you have the power of God in anime? I don't know, but I try. Every time I hear that I... What? But I don't have a... Oh. No. I'm just imagining that again. I have the power of God and anime on my side. There's no way I'm already fighting Lilith. I need to go do the bell thingy. And the bell's under the stage. That's right. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. I was like, there's no way. Okay. So we know where she is now. We just need to go to the other side. Nah. Dude, the backflips are so cool. No, I don't need that. Can I just keep going? No, I gotta go left, and then I have to... That's the other thing. In this one, like, the maps are confusing because I can't move the camera around. I don't get to choose my orientation. So it's difficult sometimes to remember what the orientation is. Ow. I didn't even try to hit that one. Oh, hey, hi, potion. Hi, potion. Oh, that's a nice shortcut. I'll just use that next time. I'll just jump in that laser. $82, $84, $86. And then I should just be able to run straight through here. And then I'll have to fight things again. Which is good. Make sure I'm oriented. And then this should just be a straight shot. Everything past here should be technically new to my character. Oh yeah, it is. Marker stone number 7. Were the doors closed over here? I don't know if I heard them close or not, but they were. Rude. Sorry if I'm not talking as much at the moment. Just trying to run through this at the moment. Like, isn't the music so good? Like, it's not a joke that like when I do get like going on my Discord and stuff, a lot of the stuff that's gonna be in like, hey, you guys should listen to this music, are just gonna be like video game music. That's all it's gonna be. I forgot there were 2 of these. Come get me. There's that one. This one, I don't even see the blue ones. Oh, there aren't any in here, are there? Right? Yeah. You know what? It's not exact, but Hollywood, I can kind of hear what you're hearing now. I can. That does kind of have a Yoshi sound to it. Before, all I heard were the dogs whimper, so it didn't hit me as like as Yoshi at all. But yeah, like listening to it, especially for Yoshi, yeah, that's I can hear that. I have the power of devil and hentai. No, definitely not crazy. I mean, your ears might be crazy since you heard it before anybody else, but that's normal. Everybody's ears are crazy. I'm pretty sure this is safe. 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 Not safe. Not safe. I might have been wrong about that being safe. No guarantee. Damn, I need some of that. Wait, the crazy ears or the power of the devil and hentai? I thought you already had the power of devil and hentai. Oh no, that's Baldoni that's got that. I like the power. I like the idea of God in anime, but the devil and hentai, I can see how that would be appealing. I'm not gonna lie, I love that like whip slash move. That's such a cool move. Bro's gaming so hard he's getting chat mixed up. Oh, absolutely I am. Who are we kidding? I don't have to game very hard to get things confused. Who are we kidding right now? Not that way. Wait, this way? Oh wait, have I tried this? I haven't tried this at all. I just realized probably a bit of ADHD as well. Maybe. What's it to you? I don't know. I have no idea. What? So this is Michael's sword. Pretty sick. I forgot about that skill. What's this one? This is called Axe Tornado. I have a feeling I know what this looks like. Oh, it's not defensive? Nah, Michael's sword's way cooler. My question is, how powerful is Michael's sword? Because if it's not as powerful as the last one I got, then it just looks cooler, and that's it. This way. So I'm gonna destroy you, and then we're just gonna... Oh, that's pretty good. You know what? I don't know. That's pretty good. That's pretty okay. I'm kind of okay using that. I guess it just depends on the situation. Like if I need a guaranteed hit, or if I want to go through the enemy, because the other one goes through the enemy. It's got penetration. Nah, let's go this way first. Oh, money. It's such a cool move. I think one of the reasons I made the comment earlier that I like Curse of Darkness more than this one, because this one's really badass. Like, don't get me wrong, but I think the reason I like Curse of Darkness more is solely because of the choices I get for weapons. Because in Curse of Darkness, you don't have to just stick with one weapon. I don't even think you get a whip. So there's that. Wait. There we go. Nope. 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 Jerks. Nope. Dude. So it's the weapons and then also the IDs. The pets that you get, the magical pets basically. They're called innocent devils in that game. And you get like different ones that do different things. They're really, really cool. They like evolve over time. So depending on what weapons you use, you get different ones. And you can get a whole bunch of different you can get like one of every one at the end if you want. Like there's no issue in like collection. There's not tons of them. But I think that's why I like that one a little bit more. That, and I like I said, I like the idea of being able to pick what weapons I have. Rude. You guys see that? I'm just minding my own business when that guy comes out of nowhere and stabs me. Dang it. I have to go back the other way. Well, wait. No, I don't. I have to come back this way eventually. So when I get this part done, then I can go back that way. That's what I'll do. Just trying to show his love. Yeah, it's got a shitty way of showing it. Man, this is where I'm gonna die just because I'm impatient and I don't want to stand on the things. Here's the next one. So dumb. So dumb. So dumb. I lived. We're okay. I should have healed. I should have healed. I should have healed. I should have healed. Now I'm good. Now I've lived and we're all good. Money, money, money. And then what was it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I remembered it. Kind of. I kind of remembered how to do it. The music here always reminds me of the what's this one? Let's see what this does. Oh, that's kind of sick. I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot, actually. I'm sorry? Oh, I can see. Did I miss something? Oh, I didn't even see it. Some people enjoy being penetrated. Void. I can't believe you. Reading chat without context is funny. Oh, absolutely it is. I think that's one of my favorite pastimes anymore. What's this one? Curtain time bell. Denote. Oh, so I just have to go in that room now and then ring it 3 times. That makes sense. That makes sense. But there's still so much to do. There's no way I'm leaving this place yet. But there's a second room in here. I double jump. Okay. Remember to double jump. He did not seem happy about that. That was a legitimately kind of messed up scream, by the way. Double jump. Remember to double jump. Not always double jumping.
That bitch is dead.
Right? I don't know why I can't make it all of a sudden. Is it the bottom maybe? It's so hard to tell exactly where it's lined up. I feel like it's like right here. But it's not hitting. So let's try that same spot and do a double jump. Okay, there we go. I just have to do a quick double jump instead of a full length one. Don't you just love isometric views? Oh, absolutely. It's my favorite. It's got to be this way. There's no other way it can. It was that way, and I still messed it up. No, you put me back at the beginning. Okay, that's fine. I know where to go now. Isometric platforming is just dumb. True. I forgot the double jump. But, like... God dang it. Give me 1 second to remember each one of the squares I need to push on and how to push on it. And then we're going to go out the main door, which should be this way. That way, technically, we have a shortcut. Isometric is for IPGs. Yeah. IPGs? Why did I say IPGs? Yes, they're for RPGs. I agree completely. Yes. Oh, what's truly dumb is platforming on a CD media player device. Brisingamen increases the usage time of relics. That's cool, but I only have 1 relic. I haven't gotten any others, right? I've only got 1 relic. So, it should be double jump there. Double jump for my life here. Double jump for my life here. Yeah. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. I hope you don't have. Oh, I gotta wait until the ad's over. Okay, I understand. I'm okay with that. A minute and 3 seconds still for the ad. My goodness, that thing's long. Let's go in here and save. That way I don't die somewhere stupid again. Ouch. Ouch again. It's already 12. I mean, the way this is going, we'll have this beaten before 1 o'clock, so that's fine. Oh, I know what room that is. That's the room I was in before. So I went up, huh? So that's a shortcut, actually. That's how I'm going to get back to where I want to go faster. What's going on? These are the health things. So, Dragonfall, you were mentioning, you don't like talking about your health and stuff. This is the only thing I know that will bring up your health in this game. Is just finding all of those. Because like you can go in all the rooms, but if you don't like search every area, you're not gonna find all the health upgrades. Was that it? Okay. Oh, hi guys. That's a nice shortcut. No, you dick. What was I gonna say though? Truly dumb platforming. See, as mentioned, yeah, no. If you want to see dumb platforming, though, Baldoni, definitely check out Void's stream later. And what I was gonna say, Void, was like, I hope your head feels better. I hope you don't continue to have that headache later. But man, it is gonna be kind of funny watching you stream that. That game is just a damn nightmare. Okay. There we go. Wait. Do I have to do that before I come in here? Or is it down here that I have to do it? It said thrice. Thrice is 3 times. Why did I have to do it 4 times? Ouch. But yeah, this is, for anyone curious, after I made the comments earlier, this is the most inappropriate part of this game.
Leon, you came to
I'll probably stream later, but we'll check it out. I like to see people play fresher games.
You're safe.
Dude, good luck to Void. Like, absolutely good luck to Void.
Yes.
Who are you?
Oh my.
One time is for practice, the other 3 are for real. I hope you're not talking about me fighting this boss, cause no, I'm gonna get this done in one. That's the plan. I don't think I can listen to that laugh more than the one time.
What the hell is even that?
That is Lilith, the succubus.
Without any suffering, because I liked the way you looked.
Classics. Yeah, a very classic one. Nothing really special. I like how some of the Castlevanias and some other... Is she single? She might be. I mean, I don't know if you'll be okay with her when I'm done with her, but I mean, go for it. I forgot about the plants. What's up with the plants? I definitely don't remember how this works. I feel like I need to get rid of those though. May the power of Christ. Oh, the power of Christ can't compel you if I keep messing up. You got tricked. Wait, no, I didn't get tricked. I hit the right one. You son of a gun. I don't want to hit that. I want to hit her. You. All right, fine. Whip time it is. I mean, she's probably pretty excited about that too, honestly. Nope. I don't need you healing. Nope. Let's do this one. Oh, I don't have enough anyway. What did she do? Oh. Dude, I'm gonna die. I said I'm only gonna do this once. Don't make me a liar. She's definitely enjoying the lashes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So how do I do that again? I have to find her, right? That's what I have to do? Oh, I can block those. That's right. Oh, forgot about that. Run! I'm like very slowly remembering her skills, and it's not fast enough. You are a monster of a person. Okay. You go. I'm just over here running in circles. Nope, I'm good. Nope, nope. No. Oh, stupid. Stop being a weird tornado. Okay, there we go. I only had to use a couple of potions, guys. I know it looks bad, but we still beat her in one go, technically. Remember, these aren't Souls games. I can play these.
Then, like that old man, you would have.
Old man? You're talking about Ronaldo. What do you mean?
That old man. His own daughter.
I mean, she's currently single, Void, if you are still interested. But she is a million flower petals, so it's up to you. She got a... Dude, Void, what? I'm not saying that one out loud. I did not expect that to pop up right as I was saying that. Okay. Oh, wow. I did. That's not what popped in my head. I'm not gonna lie. That is not the first thing that was in my head. I was talking about the flower petal thingy. I was not talking about that. All right, so let's take a look at this real quick. So let's see what this does now. I don't have the hearts to look, so we'll have to look when we get in the castle to go save.
Ah, you did well to come back.
Ronaldo, please tell me
What is it?
about your daughter.
Ouch.
I don't know what you've heard, but you don't need to know anymore.
Ronaldo, you've helped me so much. The least I can do for you is listen to your story and support you in your suffering.
Needless meddling.
I'm not gonna lie, Leon looks really cool.
Very well. I'll tell you. It was 5 years ago. A cold night with a full moon. I returned home from picking herbs necessary for the secret arts. And what greeted me was a sea of steaming blood. And at the center of it were the bodies of my wife and son. I could not believe my eyes. My daughter was there, laughing, blood dripping from her mouth.
She was turned into a vampire?
That's right, by Walter. My daughter went out a window without even looking at me. When I recovered, I built the whip with alchemy.
I do find it funny that that was his goal, was to
I
build a
searched
whip.
for her.
I see. I've heard enough. So this is what you meant when you said you owed him.
I challenged Walter, but nothing came of it. That's why I live here and help those who wish to fight him.
I never would have guessed.
Forget everything I just said. Think only of yourself now. He's not an opponent you can beat while distracted.
No, you're wrong.
What do you mean?
I just realized. I'll say it in a minute.
I am grateful. Do as you will.
So, I am planning on getting off here shortly, but I just realized that we just got all 5 of those orbs, and I think the next step is a cutscene. So, if you guys are down for just a minute longer, and it's gonna be longer than a minute. This is a Castlevania game. This is an old 2000s game. Half the games are cutscenes. We'll go say hello to Walter, and you guys can. I know Hollywood. You have been talking about like, where is Dracula this whole time? Well, all of yesterday. I'm gonna show you what the kind of dude we're fighting is. I was gonna say I haven't even gone up to that door yet because I was like, I know I can't do anything there yet. So we're gonna go do this really quick. Grab a couple of these and save so that we can take a look at that skill. See if it's worth keeping or not. And then we'll be opening that door. That's the only thing that sucks. I wish that this game had hard ups and high hard ups as items. A lot of the other 2D Castlevanias, and I think even maybe not Curse of Darkness, a lot of the other Castlevanias have an item called Heart Up because they know you're going to use a buttload of hearts, and so it's just like a quick refill to your hearts. So instead of going and grabbing a buttload, you like at every one of the torches, you just sit there and you just pop a couple potions and you're good to go. All right, let's see what the skill is. What's it called? Wait, is this Grand Cross? This is kind of the one I was talking about. Okay, so it wasn't the black one. I don't remember what the black orb does for him then. For the cross, I have no idea. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, isn't there a cutscene here? Yeah, because if I remember right, this should be a slightly long cutscene. Yeah, this is Walter. Not quite Dracula.
Welcome to my castle.
Timu Dracula.
Pleased to meet you. I am the master of the castle, Walter Bernhard.
Give back Sarah!
I just realized I remembered his whole name.
Your lady is here.
Sarah! Why? Why won't she answer?
It seems the lady is tired. It seems you are too. Rest a while.
What?
Dude, I want quadruple backflip as a skill I have.
That whip is Ronaldo's, is it?
It can't be. My attack doesn't work.
I see. It's just as that knight said.
I forgot about that.
Very well. You've made it this far. I'll return her as a reward.
Sarah!
He's been whipped enough to know just by feeling. So like
I'll be in the throne room on the highest floor. I look forward to you making it there alive.
So the reason I laughed was because this is the first time in the entire game that you get the realization that your whip doesn't work on Walter, and you're gonna see at the end of this cutscene, where I think I have to walk to one place, but then you'll see that that it also doesn't matter.
Is that you?
You're right. Thank goodness.
But yeah, no, this one really doesn't have grinding in it. This one's But I do know what you mean. A lot of old games have that grind. Well, even newer games have a lot of grind, especially if they're RPGs.
Sarah, what's the matter?
What's all this racket?
Ronaldo, Sarah suddenly...
Oh no. You go on inside.
But...
There's nothing you can do. Wait quietly inside.
He looks like Leon from Resident Evil. Tried one time to go Super Saiyan, didn't quite work, so he started training with Dante from Devil May Cry. I don't know why that popped in my head, but that's what he looks like right now to me. He got like a half Super Saiyan haircut. His hair got slightly longer. Yeah, we're snoozing this. And then he took like the idea of the red leather and stuff like that from Dante.
How is Sarah doing?
She's sleeping in the back.
What in the world happened?
The barrier around this house. It responded.
What are you saying? That's not possible.
There's no use hiding it. So I'll tell you plainly. That girl has been tainted by the vampire.
You're lying. That can't be.
Why would I lie to you? You must accept the truth.
Please. Tell me you're lying.
She is not a vampire yet, to be precise. She won't even be aware of it. But as time passes, she will gradually lose her humanity. Like my daughter.
Is there anything I can do?
The only thing would be to defeat Walter immediately.
Tell me. Is this whip effective against him?
Why do you ask?
I tried to strike him with it, but it didn't seem to work.
It is as I thought then. It didn't even work for you.
Isn't there another way?
Well, there is, but...
Tell me. I'll do anything.
Then let me ask you this. Can you kill that girl?
What are you saying?
If you make the whip complete, you can destroy him. But in order to do that, you need a tainted soul. One that
Sorry, I'm just
trusts
jamming
you,
out for a minute.
and one that you can trust.
I abandoned everything in order to save Sarah. I could never do such a thing.
Even knowing she's not human, it's a difficult
Ow.
thing to do. I'm not surprised.
Is she really? Is Sarah really?
Goodbye.
There's no doubt about it. I confirmed the bite mark. The fact that the
Who
barrier
needs Stream Boo when I have
above
Castlevania?
Sarah!
Did she overhear us just now?
Sarah!
Please, stay away.
Sarah, calm down. Did you hear us talking? It's okay. Please, trust me. I will save you. I will. You'll see.
I appreciate how you feel, but I have no time left.
No time.
I can feel it. My heartbeat is weakening, and my blood is growing cold. I can feel myself changing into something inhuman. If my soul can save others, then I won't die in vain. I do not want anyone else to suffer my fate.
Why?
Please, if you still love me, please grant me my final wish.
This part is kind of messed up and funny, by the way. At least in my head.
Ronaldo, what must I do?
So, you've decided. You must enter into a blood covenant with Sarah's soul. Focus your spirit on Sarah. All becomes one in infinity. The tainted soul joins his. Undesired and cursed soul. His blood accepts your hatred for the power to slay your kind. Now, use the whip against Sarah!
I swear to you, no more will suffer your fate!
That's the part.
Thank you.
He one-shots her with a leather whip and it kills her. I mean, I'm not going against the power of a whip, but like it always came back into my head as like a weird thing where it was like, how many times does he probably have to hit her to actually like kill her with that whip? You thought she did something else before she fell? What did you think she did? Do it in the right spot. Just that one spot. He found the soft spot on Sarah. That's what it was.
That was one of the forbidden secrets described in the book belonging to Matthias's family. Now that whip has become the bane of the children of the night.
Well, she
Second
she did.
the power of hate.
She was smiling before he struck too.
Vampires.
She knew it was coming. She was okay with the whole situation.
I'm sorry, Leon.
It couldn't be helped. It is no one's fault.
If you guys are interested too, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but if any of you guys are interested in the Castlevania anime, the one that you can watch on Netflix,
I mean, Sarah.
which I highly recommend watching, just even if you don't know any of the Castlevania lore, it's really fucking
Come
cool.
back again anytime.
They do try their best to connect this to or like the series to the different games, and so you actually get a scene in where they're in the Belmont's hold, and there's a picture where of Leon Belmont. So this dude, there's a painting of him like over a fireplace, and he looks really similar to this, just a bit more regal looking. It's really, really cool. But yeah, all I'm gonna do is go. Yeah, so like if you look now, that is the vampire killer whip now. So like if I go to my equipment, it is just the vampire killer, and I think so I can equip this, but I think it actually is technically weaker in most situations now. Yeah, the vampire killer is now like the main thing, and then if we go up here, I'm trying to think if this goes anywhere. I'm just curious before I go back to the save, or if I have to fight things. Yeah, so there's gonna be things to fight. So next time I get on, we will be going. Well, okay, that's not true. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for a couple hours. I've got a couple things to go do. And I will be back on in about 2.5 hours, roughly, and we'll be playing Hogwarts Legacy. This is wrong. But yeah, thank you guys so much for getting on here and chatting with me. Like, this has been a lot of fun. This has been a friggin' blast. And I cannot wait to play this again tomorrow. Look up Broken by the Scream before you go. Okay, let me go to the save real quick so I don't forget, and then yeah. Is it something that I can show on stream? I'm just double checking. Always wear, and you as well, Hollywood. It absolutely is. I freaking love chatting with you guys. W stream. Broken by the scream before you go. It's copyrighted music, but otherwise, yes. I mean, so I can look up what 10 seconds of it, I think. Broken by the scream. Oh, it's the band. The yeah, the baby metal band, or the is it, oh, my brain's broken. Japan metal? No, Japanese something metal band. Yeah. Japanese metalcore. That's what it is. Why is it? I'm not a bot. Why are you? Broken with the scream debuts news. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look this up later on. I'll have to look them up later. Thank you so much. I'm gonna definitely look them up. I'm really interested. That sounds awesome. The only thing that happens on Twitch is they mute a section of the stream. I'm also on YouTube. Anyway, but yeah, I will. Well, actually, it should do the same for both. It should be fine. Yeah, we'll listen to it real quick. Broken by the scream. Wait, is that the entire band? So the band is broken by the scream? Oh, okay. Then yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's totally cool. So yeah, so I will listen to them later. And if I can find them somewhere else, I'll actually have them on here. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining. Like I said, I'll be back in about like 2 hours or so. If any of you guys are on, please let me know. I'll go check out your streams right now and go hang out with you guys for a while. The band is broken by the scream. Sick. But if not, I will try to get on later and find you guys then. To anyone who's here that just isn't following these guys, please do. They're legitimately cool. But with that, I will be going for now, and I will see you guys in a few hours. Laters. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm so dumb.